All right, what's going on, folks? And thank you for tuning in with me to another edition of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. And, of course, I am your host, and I know I sound hoarse as hell, but I'm the man they call Ghost. And once again, folks, I want to thank you very much for tuning in with me. My apologies, folks. I should have taken the show off again today. As you can see, my voice is just crap. It's complete garbage. I've been doing a lot of screaming as of late. Don't necessarily want to talk about what I've been screaming about. If you're a part of the True Capitalist Radio chat room, you already know. All right, let's just put it that way. Before we get started on anything else, I'd like to remind everybody this is episode number 568. Episode number 568 for all the folks that are keeping track of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. And before we get into anything else, please spread this show around like wildfire. Jesus Christ, I can't even scream, so I got to keep this down a little bit. Sorry, folks, my apologies. I'm definitely going to try to see if we can, rest the voice a little bit tomorrow and see if we're going to be a little bit better prepared for Baller Friday. Maybe I just need a little bit of Grandpa's old cough medicine, whatever the case might be. Please spread this link around like wildfire, okay? Let everybody know that True Capitalist Radio is in effect and in the house, and we are live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, right here on the official website of the True Capitalist Radio Show. And, baby, I love being independent, baby. It is ghost.report. That's the website. That's what you type in your browser, baby. Ghost.report. And, of course, if you have not done so already, and if you don't have an account at Gab, I don't know what the hell you're doing. This is the last bastion of freedom of speech on social media today. So if you have not done so, please get yourself an account on Gab and follow me on there under the name Politics Ghost. All right? All one word, no underscores. Politics Ghost is the name to follow. And, man, if you want to be a part of everything, all the rambunctious internet tomfoolery that goes on in the True Capitalist Radio chat room, well, by God, you don't know what you're missing. Come along, come chat with us. It's very easy. All you have to do is go to my Gab account, Politics Ghost, and hit the subscribe button for premium content. I sounded like freaking that fucking Wookiee, Jesus Christ. You can hit the subscribe button for premium content, and once you do, private message me on Gab. All right, private message me on Gab and give me your Discord chat name, and I will give you a private invitation to the True Capitalist Radio chat room. It's as easy as that. That's how you join. Anyway, folks, my apologies once again on this May 16th, 2018 edition of the True Capitalist Radio Show. My voice is still screwed, man. I mean, I want to be honest with you, folks. Drama galore happening in the True Capitalist Radio chat room. I think I shared with most of you folks that it was an all-outright rebellion against anyone in the True Capitalist Radio chat room who happened to have a anime profile picture or a brony profile picture. I mean, pitchforks were up. They had their torches up, and it was literally, I had nothing to do with it. I had nothing to do with it. These people took it upon themselves and decided, look, we've had enough. We've had enough of this. And really, what was happening was this, okay? A lot of these people that are in the chat room, they're really tired of these really immature, sick, twisted assholes who sexualize cartoons. Now, I have no idea why people do this, let alone why they're attracted to my show. I assumed it was radio graffiti. I've cut it out. These people still come along, and I can't stand it. I hate it. I hate it with a purple passion. But because people are like, they're paying $4.99 a month to come in, you gotta, as far as me, as the owner of the room is concerned, I gotta pallet it. The people in the room they're just tired of it. They got completely tired of it, and what they did is they found other accounts of many of these individuals who are, it's all online. These people have all put their public information online. And everybody in the room started unearthing the sick, demented, twisted, sexualized cartoon fetish nonsense that each and every one of these, and look, I guess the point that the mob, because this was definitely mob rule in the True Capitalist Radio chat room, the point the mob was trying to make was that every one of these people, that even though they're claiming, hey, I just like the stories in My Little Pony, that's what I do, I just like it. Even though, they claim all that crap, these people are sick, twisted, deviant assholes. And unfortunately, the people in the chat room couldn't hack it anymore. Now, the reason I'm bringing this up is because, believe it or not, some people were trying to turn the room into the Discord chat room police or something. And listen, okay, I want to be honest with you, okay? I don't disclose anything from anybody. I have never disclosed anything from anybody. People who have purchased things from me, I have never disclosed anything, never will. That's bad business practice, first and foremost. Even those of you that are out there who have purchased stuff from me and are just complete dicks, complete dickheads, and, you know who you are. I still do not do that because I think it's bad practice. Now, what happened in the room was purely organic, all right? I mean, this was happening during the show, and it just kind of boiled over. And as a result, I mean, everybody who is affiliated with this show, who happened to be a chat room member, who had a anime or brony or some kind of a cartoon fetish-based profile picture, I mean, they were just exposed for who they were. And many of these people are over the age of 21. Many of these people, for whatever reason, folks, they like watching this lolly animation. And, for all those that don't know what the hell that alludes to, it comes from the Lolita connotation. We all know that Lolita means a pre-teenage girl that an older man fetishizes about, etc. We all know the story, folks. And you see, a lot of these people that we have found who conduct themselves in these, sick, twisted, cartoon fetish garbage, not only do they fetishize about, like, let's say, My Little Pony, for instance, we have found at least 30 people in the past year, okay, affiliated with the show in some capacity, who were bronies, who we have found because they posted this dumb shit of themselves with their goddamn screen names on the internet at some point in time. We have found them sexualizing these cartoons, sexualizing the My Little Pony characters. Look, I don't even want to tell you and describe to you what I've seen. It is unbelievable. But at this point in time, I think that even the people in the show, even the individuals that are in the chat room, have had enough of this garbage. And I hope that many of you that are fetished with these cartoons understand that much like what has happened in the chat room, much like what has happened to the show, people are not going to put up with your ridiculous autistic bullshit. I mean, for a lack of a better term. No one's going to sit here and pretend that, I guess we're just going to have to accept this idiot and his little cartoon anime fetish, and we're just going to have to accept it. He's 25, 30 years old, and he's communicating with 15-year-olds. Why? I have no idea. Anyway, that's really why I was screaming yesterday, because I just could not believe, I can't believe how many of these people are, first of all, not only on the internet, but it makes me second guess myself what the fuck I'm doing on this broadcast when, I have these sick assholes, for whatever reason, listen to the broadcast. That's why I've gotten rid of Radio Graffiti. I mean, I don't want you losers listening to the broadcast anymore, all right? And I know you idiots think that, Coach, if we don't listen, you're not going to have nobody listening to your show no more. You're not going to be able to do it. And well, if that's what you think, then fuck off! I mean, good God, nobody gives a shit about your stupid cartoon fetish crap. I mean, seriously, you people that sexualize cartoons are fucking sick in the head, alright? You're sick in the head, and listen, I appreciate that you guys like my show and whatever, okay? I appreciate you guys out there that support the show, but I'm going to be honest with you, man. If you're out here sexualizing cartoons, then in my personal opinion, that you are trying to use that as a means of luring young children into sexually precarious positions. There is no other reason to sexualize cartoons other than to lure children, and that seems to be the basis for all these cartoon fetish assholes that are over the age of 18. Now, once again, I am going to tell each and every one of you, I know, yeah, the show was great, yeah, rated graffiti and, troll and all this shit. Listen, I don't want to be friends with you pricks. You understand? I would never be friends with you pricks. I would never even want to shake your hand, because who the fuck knows where that hand has been, you sick, twisted, half a pedophile fruit. There's a reason why everybody in the True Capitalist Radio chat room revolted against everybody with an anime or a goddamn cartoon or a fucking brony profile pic. They've had enough. They've had enough of this crap, and I've had enough. Alright? And this is what's going to perpetually happen to you in real life. And I know many of you, I already know what you're going to do. I already, gabbed a video of one of these tards that, he's not even a tard, he's a fat idiot in Kuwait. A 25-year-old fat idiot in Kuwait who's a brony who makes all these weird sex fetish cartoons. And guess what? He's talking to 15-year-olds. He's talking to 13-year-olds. And guess what? He's in Kuwait. Nothing can be done about him. There's no age of consent in Kuwait. This is what your fucking children are talking to out here. Huh? This is what your children are talking to out here. Now listen, I'm not saying that because you enjoy Family Guy because of the content, or old school Looney Tunes or the Flintstones, because believe it or not, folks, Looney Tunes, the Flintstones, the Jetsons, these were adult cartoons when they were brought out at the time in the late 50s and early 60s, even earlier for Looney Tunes. I mean, these were adult-based cartoons. Take a look at them, and they were the vernacular and the vocabulary that they use in Looney Tunes is pure adult, okay? I'm not saying because you enjoy watching those every now and then when you flick the tube on and it just happen to come across one, and I'm not saying there's anything wrong with you. But when you fetishize about cartoons, you're over the age of 18, you're going to cons, you're doing cosplay, you're fucking, you're doing all this immature bullshit, then there's something fucking wrong with you. Sorry, somebody needs to tell you lunatics this. There is something fucking wrong with you. And what really you need to do is you need to look at yourself in the mirror and realize that you are a life loser if what you find any joy in is in complete bullshit make-believe. That those of us that are living in the real world look at you and just want to literally throw up nasty chicken grease and corn oil and cream of wheat with 5-day-old cereal and stomach plasma in your face. All right, you're out here thinking that you're proud to some capacity. You know what I'm saying? I mean, give me a freaking break. Anyway, listen, I don't mean to be talking this whole diatribe about these cartoon fetished idiots, but I'm done with you idiots, all right? You're losers. I never would be friends with you. I never would shake your hand. You people are not men. As a matter of fact, if you're over the age of 18 and you fetishize about cartoons, I think that there needs to be some kind of vice squad or some kind of a fucking officer, you need to be put on a fucking list. I'm sorry, all right? I've had enough people and enough experience with people who are fetishized with these fucking cartoons, all right? I have had enough experience that if you're over the age of 18 and you're just so infatuated with cartoons and you're buying fucking toys and doing all this little kid shit, you should be on a list as a suspect if any molestations happen within the vicinity or a radius of where the fuck you're living. I'm not kidding around. I am not kidding around. I've had too much experience with these idiots to not think otherwise. I mean, a group is defined by its majority. I mean, what they've done has proven that these people are a bunch of sick, twisted pedophiles, man. And once again, I want to tell all of you dumbasses that are in the fucking little stupid animation and brony and all this fucking cartoon fetish bullshit, I don't give a fuck if you're listening to the broadcast. Because you want to know why? You're going to be life losers. I don't want pathetic life losers listening to my broadcast. I don't want people who make excuses for why they're just nothing but a fat Pop-Tart eating piece of gaming shit that buys toys at 25 years old and tries to talk to 15-year-olds on the internet. I don't want you fucking people to listen, alright? I'm looking for capitalists out here. I broadcast for the capitalists. I broadcast for people that understand freedom. I broadcast to those that don't want to be affiliated with fucking idiots like you. Because let's be honest. It seems to me that the majority of the people of the day now, as far as males in Western civilization, are a bunch of soy boy fruit bowls. I mean, have you seen... I said this years ago. Y'all remember this? They're wearing tight jeans, like legging jeans, where you can see anal camel toe. I'm not even joking. They're showing off anal camel toe, because you know why they're doing it now. Everybody's fruiting up. And this is really encompassing what the average male is. And since most males are a bunch of fucking losers, faggots, idiots, dumb, man-children, I mean, this is what we have out here. People that think it's completely okay to just be a complete man-child until you're 40 years old. That it's okay to live under your mommy's skirt until you're 40 years old. That it's okay to not be independent and do shit for yourself. And listen, most of you that are these cartoon fetish idiots, that's all you are. I know you. You're a bunch of autism bucks assholes who are living with mommy and daddy. Many of you are rich, and good for you. You know, lucky you. You know, you were shitted out of a nutsack of a rich fucking daddy who cares about you and is, probably, thinking twice about himself about whether or not he's got a fucking weak sperm for producing a goddamn autist like you. And he's feeling bad about it. He's like, I better buy the brat the fucking games. I better buy the brat this and that. I mean, come on, man. Show some pride. Show some integrity for yourself. And if you people aren't, then go piss off. Go somewhere else. I'm not entertainment for tards, you fucking jerk-offs. Why don't you go watch Ice Poseidon? That's an idiot who's entertainment for tards, alright? Go watch him. I'm not entertainment for tards. I'm not entertainment for autists. I don't like autists. I don't like Asperger's. I don't like you. I don't like you people. Do you understand? There, I said it. You people are a fucking detriment on our society. You're a bunch of excuse-ridden pieces of lunatic shit. And every time I've come across each and every one of you people, because believe me, I've come across many of you people on this fucking internet broadcasting career that I've had. And I've had enough of you people, alright? I've had enough of you people. Your autism, you know what I think about your autism? Here, look, this is what I think about your fucking autism. There, that's what I think about your fucking autism. Take a good whiff of that. Smell it. Suck a fart out of my ass, you stupid, dumb, autistic tards. All right? Oh, I'm a part of the spectrum, Ghost. I don't understand. Why are you being so mean to me? I'm a part of the spectrum. Shove it up your goddamn autistic, excuse-ridden ass, you overgrown man-child piece of shit. Look, folks, I'm sorry that I'm going off keister and I'm just, going off on these people out here. I just want it to be, well known, all right, that you dumb idiot autists, I don't want to have anything to do with you people. You people are scum. You understand? You people are pathetic. And you make me sick. You're an embarrassment to the country. You understand, autist? You're an embarrassment to the fucking country. And now, remember I predicted this years ago. that autists were going to start killing people. And look at what the fuck they were doing. And how did I predict this? Well, it wasn't very hard, right? Justifying these ridiculous meltdowns. Oh my God, we better stop it before Billy has a meltdown. Okay, Billy, calm down. Calm down, Billy. You want a game? Do you want a game, Billy? Of course they were going to start killing people. You justify their goddamn meltdown lunacy. Of course they're going to start killing people. You redesign their brains chemically with these psychotropic drugs. Of course they're going to start killing people. Anyway, folks, sorry about that. I'm pissed off, and I just want the autists to know I'm trying to be as explicit as I can to these tards. I don't like you. All right? As a matter of fact, no one really likes you, okay? People put up with you. And at some point in time, regular society is going to be tired of putting up with you stupid tards. And we're already getting to that point. I want to be completely honest with you. What do you think that whole debate about, well, we got to watch out and, we can't have guns go into the wrong hands. We got to do some mental checkups on people. What do you think that's all about, you morons? I mean, I sure as hell don't want a gun in an autist's hand. All right, I mean, he has a meltdown, and then whoever's in the vicinity is going to take the fucking, unfortunate wrath of this idiot with a gun. I mean, I read about an autist recently who killed his mother, okay, for whatever reason. And I think he said he did it because he wanted to feel like, what it was. He got tired of her, I don't know, some autistic rant. And then he killed his best friend. Actually, he killed his best friend first, because his best friend fell asleep because they were supposed to go to some kind of, I don't know, Yu-Gi-Oh card bullshit, or you know what I mean? One of these role-playing card games that these fucking nerds play, right? And because his best friend fell asleep, he had a gun around. He's like, "You fell asleep on me." Blew him away. Boom! Kills his best friend. Then goes into his mom's room, who he had just picked up, believe it or not, because he writes about that. I think this autist wrote about it on fucking Facebook, and then he turned himself in. He blows his mother away right after he picks her up from the bar when she's drunk as a skunk. And, he writes about, I didn't really think it was going to be that difficult to kill my mother. I shot her once. She didn't die. She looked at me and said, "Why are you doing this?" And I felt a little bit bad at that point. I'm not joking. Look this fucking shit up, man. This is, Google up autist kills mother and friend card game. Something like that. You'll find it, man. But I told you, this is what these guys are going to start doing. I told you. And I'm telling them, I don't want anything to do with you people unless you're going to be capitalist and stop calling yourself autists, stop calling yourself Asperger's, which was something that was given to you by the pseudo-science psychological industry. Then don't come over here. Don't listen to me. You understand? If you're not going to make yourself better and you're going to continue to be some autistic tard, then go the fuck away, you fucking loser. All right? I don't want you to listen to me. I don't want you to even be around me. I wouldn't be friends with you. I wouldn't spit on you if you were on fire, autists. Because what am I saving if I'm truly trying to save an autist on fire? What the hell am I saving? Just somebody who's always going to use the fucking excuse, "I'm retarded," every time they're busted. You're with a 15-year-old autist. What's your problem? "I'm retarded. We like cartoons. I'm retarded." You just shot your mother, autist. "I'm retarded." I'm tired of it. I'm sorry. That's enough. I've had enough of it. I had to say it. This is why my voice is hoarse. It was hoarse the last damn show. It's even more hoarse now. I hate to use the word horse because I'm sure these fucking brodies are, getting their freaking assholes puckered just by me using that terminology or metaphor for this context. But either way, my apologies for my voice. But you get what's going on here, right? Anyway, let's get to some crypto really fast. And I know people in here are probably looking at the crypto markets and saying to themselves, "Good God, what's going on?" Well, folks, the bottom line, it comes down to the value in the dollar. The dollar value is spiking like we've never seen since the Volcker rule, which was when Volcker was the Federal Reserve Chairman during the late 70s, early 80s. Now, the reason I say that is because Volcker at the time raised interest rates exponentially. I think he raised them somewhere around 7 to 9%, believe it or not, when he was the Federal Reserve Chair. And what happened was the dollar's value, began to rise exponentially. And that's why you can see a clear contrast of, if you take a look at commercials. I mean, commercials tell the tale of the evolution of a currency. Some of the 70s commercials, you'd be surprised to see things advertised more expensive in the 70s than they were in the early 80s. And this had a lot to do with the fact that the Federal Reserve brought back value to the currency by raising interest rates so high. And that's kind of what we're seeing here today in the currency market, in the U.S. dollar market, I should say, because the Federal Reserve is slowly and has been incrementally rising interest rates at a quarter-point rate since 2016. And as a result, the value of the dollar has gone up. And I keep telling everybody, the proof is in just looking at like something as simple as the fast food commercials. The fast food commercials are proven that the dollar and the value of the dollar can buy a hell of a lot more than you could during the Obama administration. And why, was the dollar so bad in the Obama administration? Well, because Ben Bernanke, first of all, was the Federal Reserve Chairman. And remember, they kept printing money and printing money. That's how we got out of the crisis, the 2008-2009 crash. We just kept printing money. And then we put the new printed money and we put it in the banks to replenish their toxic assets and bailed out Wall Street. And that's basically how we helped stave off the 2008-2009 crash. We just printed money. You remember all those terms, stimulus package, 1, 2, quantitative easing, the twist. Remember all those fucking stupid terms that the Federal Reserve said that they would use in an attempt to kind of save the monetary system when all they were doing is continuously printing and printing and printing and printing, right? Well, now that we're seeing the Make America Great Again economic policy being fully implemented by Donald Trump, and we're seeing jobs coming back to America, manufacturing coming back to America, we're seeing oil production happening in the first time, and I don't know how many, 110, 120 years since we've actually really, really produced oil. I mean, we're oil producing so much, we're almost on the pace of Saudi Arabia in oil production, believe it or not, folks. A lot of positive things are happening in the economy, but lest we forget, we're trying to grow out of a post-recession. If you want my personal opinion, I call it a depression. I don't think it was a recession. It would have been a depression had Barack Obama not given the pennies and the beans to the poor in America to get food so they can get their asses fat, with the food cards and all these other ridiculous programs. Had that not been in place, it would have been a horrible depression. But we're coming out of that, and the last thing we need as we're emerging out of a recession depression, we need a value in the dollar spike that's happening as a consequence of the Federal Reserve interest rate hikes. And the reason I say that, folks, is because right now, because the value of the dollar is going up, people want the dollar. And not only do they want it, they want to hold it. Remember back in the Obama days when you attempted to have a savings account and put your money in the savings account, you were losing money because the rate of inflation, it was just so damn high that you were losing money if you kept your money in the bank. Not even at a generous interest rate in the savings account. You were losing money. All right? You were losing money. But now that's changed. Now, if you're holding cash, because cash continues to rise, and you can look at the U.S. dollar spot index to, give you an idea of whether or not the dollar is going up or down based on other currencies. And God damn it, within the past year, we have seen the increase of that dollar go above and beyond what I thought. Because remember, folks, I said in 2016 that the dollar will be king, and it is. But it is getting a value that could potentially stagnate the economic growth and development that we're trying to emerge from out of this goddamn 2009-2008 recession depression. So once again, I didn't mean to go into that preamble about monetary policy and Federal Reserve, but this is why the dollar's value is so high, because now all that printing that they did in the Obama administration, they're recalling that money back by raising interest rates on a gradual basis. And as a result, that's why we're seeing a run on the dollar. And lest we forget also that this cryptocurrency market is being integrated into like stock platforms now. So you've got stock traders, you've got Wall Street, you've got all this institutionalist money who, if they're on a platform that can trade crypto for stocks, stocks for crypto, crypto for fiat, that sort of thing, they're going to cash out real quick, all right? And you could see it in this past contraction. Now, as I'm speaking, the contraction is going up from what we saw. The bottom of this contraction, believe it or not, went as low as 378 billion. Yeah, we're at $378 billion cumulative market cap for the entire cryptocurrency market. Remember, the last time I talked to you guys, we were at 410, and I was like, man, this is not looking good. Now we're at 384. Right now we're at 384 billion. The lowest I saw it today go down was about 378, 379. We are now attempting to bounce up. But with that being said, the reason that we're seeing so much red in the cryptocurrency market is because people are cashing out into U.S. fiat. The dollar is king, for Christ's sake, man. Everything is going down in price. Have you noticed that, fast food's going down in price, commodities are going down in price, I'm going to the supermarket, produce, everything's going down in price. Why? Because the dollar value has gone up. And the reason it'll stagnate our emerging economy is because people are going to want to save their dollar. They're not going to want to spend it. And if they don't spend the dollar, then our economy is not necessarily going to fully lift off, because the point of, Donald Trump making these Make America Great Again policies is so that when all the new jobs, the new manufacturing, the new headquarters, the new investment in capital goods, the expansion of corporations, when all that comes into play and that money goes into the new people, the new jobs, the new executives, all that money, spreads out during that economic expansion, we want them to continue to spend that money. The more hands each one of those dollars exchange in America, the more wealth opportunity there is for you and me. And that's what we've been missing in America for a long time, since about maybe 1995, 96. We've been missing people in this country exchanging dollars. And it goes all the way down to a macroeconomic level, like a municipal level. That's why I try to always encourage everybody to buy local, somebody who lives in your community. Because if you spend your money with somebody who has a business within your community, that money stays in the community. So let's just say, for the sake of argument, you made somebody rich. The whole community made somebody rich because they go to this man's grocery store. It's a small little grocery store, and everybody supported this man's grocery store because they didn't want the Walmarts and the Krogers and the Targets to move in. And this man's a wealthy man. He lives in the community. He has a big house in the community, which probably had to be built by local people. He spends probably a lot of money on electricity in the community, which aids more jobs within the community. He probably needs a lawn care. Do you understand? That money, as extravagant and as lavish as that person is going to live off of the community giving him their money by shopping at his location, it stays in the community. It stays within the city. And he's going to go blow it at a local shopping center, And as money exchanges hands across the city, that's where wealth opportunity happens. We need exchange of money. The exchange of money provides opportunity for us all. But when everybody is here hoarding it because it's valuable, it's going to be a hell of a lot harder to be having an opportunity that provides you richness or wealth. Anyway, let's talk a little bit about crypto. As a matter of fact, as I was talking here, the market capitalization just went up $1 billion. We are at $385 billion, so we are at a bounce back. So if you were thinking about buying some bottoms here, I would strongly advise to do it now, because I'm seeing this bounce back instantaneously as I'm talking live at 7:06 Central Standard Time, May 16, 2018. Let's go ahead and get to some cryptocurrencies, all right? Let's get to Bitcoin. Now, Bitcoin saw a major slip when the cumulative market cap went down to about 378. I think I saw Bitcoin almost hit about, 8,000 flat. Almost. But it has since bounced back to some extent. Still in the negative, but it's still somewhat bounced back. Let's get to it. Bitcoin, symbol BTC, current market capitalization is $142 billion market cap. The circulating supply is 17 million in circulation. In the past 24 hours, Bitcoin has gone down 1.47%. The current price for Bitcoin, symbol BTC, $8,370.05 per Bitcoin. Let's get to Ethereum. Ethereum took it somewhat on the teeth. Not as bad as most coins did in this last contraction. It's still above that $700 mark. And I just want to remind everybody, that's why the inner circle is so fucking rich. I want to be honest with you. I mean, the inner circle, when I started covering cryptocurrency in March and April of 2017, we were talking extensively on it late nights, and these guys weren't stupid. A lot of these guys were like, you know what, Ghost is absolutely right. Look at this shit. I've got an extra 20 grand. Let me throw it in here. I got 10 grand. Let me throw it in here. I got this. I got that. And that's why these guys were rewarded massively. People have yielded, 50 grand, 60 grand, 100 grand. One of the inner circle members got like 475,000 by swing and pattern trading. Everybody has their own individual way of profiting and playing the markets. But this is why, because many of the people that were in there in the inner circle in April of 2017, they listened. They were like, look, I'll invest in Ethereum, because Ethereum was only $40, $45, $50. I'll invest in this. I'll invest in Litecoin. I mean, all the coins I was covering back then were dirt fucking cheap, man. Litecoin was like $10, $12. Dash was at like $50. Zcash was at $60. I mean, y'all remember this? I mean, this is how much these coins were, and many of the people that are in the inner circle were like, you know what, Ghost is fucking absolutely right. Let me go ahead and invest in some of these, and that's why they're fucking living lavish. All right? That's why everybody in the inner circle, I mean, we're talking about making, brick-mortar business moves and property acquisitions on a collective basis because, we're making money moves, baby. That's what we're doing. But the reason I bring that up is because Ethereum was at $40. And, let's just say for the sake of argument, and I made this argument in a Ghost.report blog here recently. I know I got to add more blogs to it. Please be patient with me on that. But if you would have bought 10 Ethereum at $40 back in April of 2017, 10 Ethereum, that's a $400 investment, right? It reached $1,100 at the end of 2017. You all remember when Ethereum was $1,100? If you would have sold off at that point, you would have made close to $11,000 profit off of a $400 investment. So, everybody that was back then, you fucking idiot, tard, Asperger, autist trolls, I remember you idiots when I was covering crypto. Oh, it's a scam. It's a scam. It's nothing. Don't listen to Ghost. He's stupid. Well, look at you now. You're still the same losers that, still got to crawl up your mommy's, 2-foot-long clitoris that hangs between her knees to get a goddamn pizza to eat, or a pizza pocket, or a Pop-Tart, or whatever the hell you stupid tards eat. While us capitalists, We're out here, we're making things happen. So anyway, I'm sorry, folks. You obviously can tell I'm tired of Asperger and autist idiots. I'm done with them. I'm sick of them. They make me sick. And I'm looking at one of the autist and tard chats right now. And listen, this is always the defense mechanism of these fucking autists.
Oh my God, we gotta report Ghost because he's spreading hate speech. How dare you say hate speech against autists here, and we're gonna make you pay. We're gonna take you off the air. We gotta boycott Ghost.
Well then go boycott me, you stupid autist. Leave me alone. Don't listen to me. Turn it off. I don't give a shit. Do you dumb autists understand me? I don't give a shit, you tards. Good God, no one cares about your stupid little,
oh, I'm an autistic tard, and somebody tell you hate crime, and they're hating on me,
just shut up. Here's a balloon. Shut up. Stupid idiots. And you know who I'm talking to. You know I'm talking to, you freaking tard autist chat room. You're a freaking cancer on this goddamn community. Anyway, let's get to freaking Bitcoin. I'm sorry, I haven't even gotten through Ethereum, right? Ethereum, ETH, $70 billion market capitalization. The current circulating supply is 99 million in circulation. In the past 24 hours, it has gone up slightly, 0.34%. Current price for Ethereum, $708.72 per Ethereum. Let's get to Litecoin. Once again, I got to cover it because who the hell knows what's going to happen. I mean, there was potential. There still is somewhat potential for Litecoin. But I'm not a believer. Some people in the inner circle are believers, so I'm covering it, okay? Anyway, LTC is the symbol for Litecoin. Current market cap is $7 billion. $7.8 billion in market capitalization. The current circulating supply for Litecoin is 56 million in circulation. In the past 24 hours, Litecoin has gone up slightly, 0.09%. Current price for Litecoin is $139.56 per Litecoin. Let's continue on. Let's go to Dash, folks. You know I like Dash. Dash, symbol DASH. Current market cap is $3.3 billion market cap. The current circulating supply for Dash is a very low 8 million. All right, 8 million in circulation. In the past 24 hours, Dash, unfortunately, has fallen victim to the contraction. It is down 3.13%. Current price for Dash right now is $413.03 per Dash. Let's go ahead and get to Monero. What does Monero like to do? It likes to run. Pattern or swing trading play all day on Monero. Symbol XMR. XMR is the symbol. Current market cap is $3.1 billion market cap. The circulating supply is 16 million. 16 million in circulation for Monero. In the past 24 hours, it has gone down 2.39%. Current price for Monero, $199.34 per Monero. Let me go ahead and get to Quantum, folks. Now, if you're not acquiring Quantum at these freaking low prices, you're an idiot. All right, that's all I got to say. You're an absolute moron. Just do the research on QTUM, man. They're doing deal after deal after deal. I'm telling you, one day people are going to wake up and Quantum's going to be like $200 or $300, and everybody's going to be like, "What the hell just happened? What the hell just happened?" And believe me, when that happens, the whole inner circle is going to be filthy rich. I'm not even joking around. We own a considerable amount of Quantum. It is our main staple long-term investment. And we're all staking it. We're all doing the proof of stake. We're all holding on. And to be completely honest, it's just a matter of time before this damn thing just blows up, baby. $300, $400 a coin. Take a look at Ethereum, okay? And as I've stated, QTUM smart contract technology blows Ethereum smart contract technology out of the damn water. You can look it up for yourself. Their QRC token is 20,000 times better than the fucking, the fucking token for Ethereum, fucking ERC20, whatever the fuck it's called. Jesus Christ. I'm sorry, I'm looking at 3 different chat rooms here. I got one Asperger Tard chat room where they're just completely going, spaghetti, Ghost, you don't like us, spaghetti. I got another one over here that's like, it's about time Ghost did this. I'm tired of these tards, ban all tards and all this other shit. And then I've got another one over here who are, I don't know, throwing German Hitler Sieg Heil freaking memes. I don't know what the hell that's about. So I'm sorry if I'm, seems like I'm a little distant, or if it seems like I'm preoccupied. I'm trying to multitask here and it's getting ridiculous. Anyway, QTUM is the symbol for quantum. Current market cap is $1.4 billion market cap. The current circulating supply is 88 million in circulation. In the past 24 hours, it has gone down 1.80% decrease. Current price for quantum, a very, very attractive $16.62, baby. I'm telling you, man, one day when this damn coin starts dominating the freaking cryptocurrency arena, and all of you folks that were riding with me for the long term, you're all going to be like, you know what? I'm glad I listened to Ghost because Ghost was right. Anyway, let's get to Zcash. Now, for you folks, remember last show I said Zcash was making a run because of the announcement of, believe it or not, this is what happened. First of all, they were at Consensus 2018. And I told you guys to keep a look at what's going on at Consensus. You can make some major plays. Me and the Inner Circle, me and other people, we made some major plays. Some of us caught something. Some of us caught more than others. Zcash was something to catch. And I was always telling you folks to acquire Zcash. Always. Now, what happened is that at Consensus 2018, the Winklevoss twins recently got approved to open up their own exchange. So they are going to, you know who the Winklevoss twins are. The guys that Mark Zuckerberg ripped off for Facebook. The Winklevoss twins. Now, these guys, now that they have their own goddamn exchange, and it's approved now. It's like SEC approved. This is legit. I mean, this is the realm of legitimacy. They applied Zcash as one of the first cryptocurrencies to be traded in their exchange, and that is literally what's making the goddamn Zcash go through the roof. Now, aside from the JP Morgan investment, aside from the privacy components of Zcash, aside from the fact that it's a low circulation, that's why I like it, baby. It's a buy, and I hope many of you folks were listening. Let's go ahead and take a look at it. All right? We've got Zcash. As a matter of fact, it is Gemini. I think the exchange is called Gemini. Yes, somebody did ask me that in the chat room here. Zcash, symbol ZEC, current market capitalization is $1.4 billion market cap. The current circulating supply for Zcash is 3.9 million in circulation. And I hope that you guys hooked it up with those Zcash contracts or mining Zcash a long time ago, because it's about to pay off, baby. All right, in the past 24 hours, Zcash is one of the very few that are still in the green. It is up in the past 24 hours, 6.89%. Current price for Zcash, $367.95 per Zcash. And I think that's going to constantly and steady go up. I mean, I have always been one who believed in Zcash. I always covered Zcash. And the reason is because I knew it was a good coin, man. I mean, if you guys been listening to me for the past couple of years, you guys know that I try to look for the good deals. I try to sniff the good opportunities out, and I, try to just broadcast them out here on this broadcast, and it's up to each individual capitalist that are listening to my show on what they want to make a move on and what they don't want to make a move on. That's the beautiful part about capitalism. It's to every individual and their own decision making, their own choice on what they want to do. Because if it was easy, if it was like how these assholes that quit the Inner Circle this is what these assholes that quit the Inner Circle wanted me to do. Here's a paper, okay? Step 1, you got to do this. Step 2, you got to do this. Step 3, you got to do this. Step 4, you got to do this. And then before you know it, you're rich. You fucking dumbasses. You've got to take the initiative to do it, man. I mean, everybody wants somebody to play wet nurse to them, for Christ's sake. I mean, Jesus Christ. And now here we go. Here we go. We've got our first call of the day. Let's see what this is about, for Christ's sake.
Ghost from True Capitalist.
Let's see who this is, for heaven's sake.
You are now connected. Say hello. Hey,
what's up? You're on True Capitalist Radio.
Hey, Ghost. Did you hear that net neutrality?
What?
Oh, that was weird. You hear that net neutrality repeal got pulled back?
Yeah, I know the net neutrality repeal got pulled back. That means we're going to continue to have tards that have no business on the internet.
Exactly.
And what is your thoughts on the matter?
Well, I really didn't mind about the net neutrality repeal. I just thought that we got the same speed, and the businesses have a higher speed. I might be wrong about that.
I don't understand what you're asking.
What I'm trying to say is that, I'm just arrange my thoughts real quick. Excuse me for a second. Okay, so businesses have a upgraded speed. You know how Files has quantum? Maybe there's a level higher than quantum for Files.
Are you okay, man?
Yeah, I'm just nervous.
Okay, because I have no idea what you're asking. You were asking something, and then you went on quantum.
Yeah, I'm just trying to say that there might be a higher level of internet for businesses if the net neutrality repeal actually came into fruition.
Well, yeah, that's what I've been trying to tell people as well. As a matter of fact, since the repeal, nothing has happened other than my broadband has gotten a little faster.
I mean, I don't think it was going to affect us at all. And the taxation thing, I think, was just a hoax.
No, of course it was a hoax. I mean, listen, who stood to gain on net neutrality? When net neutrality laws were brought into existence, who gained? It was Twitter, it was Facebook, it was Google, it was Amazon. And who are the proponents of net neutrality? These same entities. So if these entities are pro-net neutrality, is it really good?
No.
All right, man. Well, hey, thank you very much, man. Do you want to give a shout-out or give some props to somebody or anything like that?
Well, I tried to have a little conversation with you. I tried to send you a few messages on Gab about the problem with welfare, like people just feeding off of it and not getting jobs.
Yeah.
Anson Marxist is my name, by the way. If you want to hit me up on there.
Okay.
Have a little conversation about it, maybe.
All right. Yeah, man. Sure.
All right. See how it goes.
All right, man. You be cool. Hey, take it easy, man. You don't want to give a shout-out to anybody?
I don't really have anybody to shout out to.
Okay, man. I'm just wanted to give you the opportunity.
Thanks, man.
All right. Take it easy.
Thanks.
All right, man. What the... All right, I don't know what kind of a conversation that was, and now I'm obligated to another conversation. I don't know what the hell that's about, for Christ's sake. Anyway, where was I, man? Where was I? I mean, I'm glad that he brought up net neutrality. I was going to talk about that later on, but y'all remember when these tards were out here saying,
"Oh my God, if you get rid of net neutrality, the internet is going to go to shit, and everything's going to go to hell in a handbasket and all this crap." They ended net neutrality, and look, you know what happened? Broadband got faster, Broadband got fucking faster. And now the Senate, because they want to, the Senate, what a bunch of scumbags in the Senate, man. They're just trying to do anything they can to unravel the Make America Great Again policies, and this is one way to do it. You know that all Democrats in the Senate voted to repeal this repeal of net neutrality, and 5 fucking Republicans sided with them. That's why they were able to pass this repeal of the net neutrality. So I don't want to talk about that now. I'm glad the caller called up. I'm sure he's very concerned about it because, listen, if you want my opinion, the net neutrality has done nothing but brought people that have no business to be on the internet.
I do not believe in free internet. I do not believe in free Wi-Fi. I don't believe in this shit. I don't think that the internet should be a right. Okay? It's a privilege to be on the fucking internet. You know, and it's a privilege on how much bandwidth and how much download speed and how much upload speed. All that shit is a privilege. You gotta purchase that shit. And this net neutrality, who did it help? It helped the assholes who were proponents for it. The Amazons, the Facebooks, the Twitters, you know, these conglomerates, the Googles, you know, these people that are now putting all this money in propagandizing these stupid tards into believing that if net neutrality was around, that the internet is going to be great. The internet is not great. You know, folks, when I was on the internet, when I first got on the internet, I got on the internet in 1993. And it was very simple back then. I mean, it was like news groups. You know, it was really, I mean, I don't want to get into the whole technicality of it. And as it evolved, I mean, it was built on intellectual curiosity at the time. I mean, these news groups, that's where actually Matt Drudge from the Drudge Report started. He started back in 93 out of a news group, man, believe it or not. And everybody was in tune about, you know, current events and technology, and I mean, it was an exchange of ideas. I mean, I was in paradise when I first got on the internet, man, because all I did was read. All I did was learn. I mean, everything was at your fucking fingertips. You know, everybody that you met on the internet during the time frame from 1993 to about 1998, everybody on there was either a student, a professor, a scientist, somebody that was at a university, somebody who worked for a government. I mean, it was so tight-niched, man. I mean, you had to literally be somewhat wealthy to be on the internet at that time, because back then, computers cost like $4,000, $3,000 to get, let alone to be able to connect to the internet. But when the internet started taking a turn for the worse is when they introduced Windows 98. When they introduced Windows 98, many of us who were on the internet for a long time saw a completely different demographic come onto the internet. Now, we thought that demographic that came on post-1998 was bad. I mean, good God, man, it just got worse and worse and worse. And now, what used to be a new world, a virtual world in which people could communicate and exchange ideas and be creative, etc., has now turned into a cesspool of people who meet each other because they've got the sickest fetishes in the world, and they find a community of sick fetishes to normalize the shit. This is now a playground for people to find teenage people for sexual, disgusting, precarious shit. This is now the internet, the vehicle where people are now looking up their old flings back in high school and, you know, giving them a message up or poking them on Facebook and shit, and now using it to get affairs. I mean, this is what the internet has turned into because we've allowed the average individual who has no business on here being here. And that's why I think that we need net neutrality repealed. And if you want my opinion, I don't think any internet should be free. I don't believe in free Wi-Fi. I don't believe giving the Po in America free fucking internet. I don't believe in any of that shit. Because look at what we've done, man. Look at all the Chris Hansen cases that we hear about. Look at all these fucking cases that we hear all over the country where these police officers are making these stings like Chris Hansen and arresting 15, 18 people. I mean, come on, man. Anyway, we got another caller here. We're also in the second hour of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast.
Ghost from True Capitalist Radio's
All right, see what we got here.
The credit card has been declined.
Ah, get the hell out of here. I mean, listen, if your credit card's going to be declined, believe me, we're going to look you up, man. The company that I fuck with that for this stuff, I mean, they're not fucking around, man. I mean, they run sex lines and psychic lines. I mean, they're used to this kind of crap, and believe me, keep doing that and see what happens to you, man. You remember, By doing that, you're committing telecommunications fraud on top of potential credit card fraud if the credit card ain't yours. So I'm just giving you all a fair warning if y'all think that that's funny, okay? I'm just giving you all a fair warning. Because if you keep doing it, then what's going to happen is your phone number is going to be red flagged as a potential fraudulent number, and, something may happen to you. I'm just saying. You can't do this. This is the real world, you dumb fucking autistic troll faggots. All right? When you start messing with corporations' money, they're going to figure out what the hell's going on and, potentially, put some kind of legal ramifications for your actions. So I'm just telling you all right now, you keep doing that, and you keep doing it with a shitty fucking credit card, you're going to put yourself in a precarious situation, and you can't blame me for it, okay? You can't blame me. I know you idiots like to blame me for everything. You can't blame me for what happens to you if you idiots keep doing that. I'm just telling you, man. That's why, I paid a lot of money for this line. These people are all like, sex lines, psychic lines. So I'm just saying, okay? Anyway, look, we are in the second hour of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. And of course, I am your host, the man they call Ghost. And once again, folks, I want to thank everybody for tuning in with me. Before we get started, I'd like to remind everybody to please spread this show around like wildfire and let everybody know that True Capitalist Radio is in effect and in the house, and we are live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, right here on the official website of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast, and we independent now, ghost.report. All right? That's how you can listen. Just go to ghost.report, type that in your browser, and you can listen to me live or in the archive. We got the archive of every show there, too, for you to download. So go ahead and take a look at it. And by the way, folks, if you haven't done so, please follow me on Gab. If you don't have a free Gab account, well, then I don't know what the hell you're doing. All right? Gab is the last bastion of freedom of speech out here on the internet, for Christ's sake. So, I'm just letting everybody know, everybody might want to just entertain some freedom of speech, the last bastion of freedom of speech out here. Anyway, you can find me on there under the name Politics Ghost, all right? All one word, no underscores, Politics Ghost is the name to follow. And I want to say what's going on to the True Capitalist Radio chat room. I'm looking at these guys live while I'm broadcasting. What's going on, baby? What's going on? If you want to be a part of the True Capitalist Radio chat room, and you're not an autistic tard, and you don't like, fetish cartoon shit and all that, come on down. We want to talk to you. We want you to be a part of the True Capitalist Radio chat room. All you've got to do is go to my Gab account right now, Politics Ghost, all one word, no underscores, Politics Ghost, and hit the subscribe button for premium content. Hit the subscribe button for premium content, and once you do, private message me on Gab, and I will give you a personal invitation to the True Capitalist Radio chat room. It's fun as hell, man. Ask anybody who's a part of it. It's the best damn $5 a month they'll ever spend in their fucking lives. It's better than TV. It's better than cable. It's better than real life. And I'm not joking. Ask them all in there. Ask them all. Anyway, where was I? I was talking about crypto before I got rudely interrupted by people calling and shit. I think I was covering Zcash, right? Right, Zcash. Oh, no, that's right. I had just finished covering. Let's get to Bitcoin Cash here for a second. Now, Bitcoin Cash, you obviously saw some people taking profits, that symbol BCH, because it went as high as $1,500 during this run that it had here recently. That's common, but lest we forget, take a look at the chart, folks. You've got people holding the bag as high as $1,800, $2,000. So, there's still some room to potentially grow. And I think, like I said, we could see this go anywhere from $16 to $2,000 here within the next 6 months. All right, and it's up to you whether you want to sell it, whether you want to keep it, whatever the case might be. But Bitcoin Cash, it seems like a feasible alternative to fiat, but we shall see. Okay? Let's go ahead and get to Bitcoin Cash, symbol BCH. Current market cap is 22 million in market capitalization. 22 billion, I should say. 22 billion with a B. 22 billion in market cap. The current circulating supply is 17 million in circulation. In the past 24 hours, it has gone down slightly with a dip. It is down 2.56%. Current price for Bitcoin Cash, $1,298.13 per Bitcoin Cash. Now, I want to get to one more cryptocurrency, just one more here, because we're running out of time. Now, folks, we were watching Consensus 2018, and we saw this one coin called iExec. The symbol on this one is RLC. I gabbed it as the news was coming out. I hope some of you have entertained this. I personally believe, and this is a new one that I'm covering here because there's legit opportunity for at least a 6-month gain here. Okay? Now, iExec, or symbol RLC, they have partnered with Intel. They have partnered with Intel on here, let me go ahead. I've got it on my Gab. Let me see how many posts down it is. It's 1, 2, 3, 4 posts down, okay? Now, what Intel and iExec collaboration have done is privacy-preserving off-chain computing. Now, they've started a collaboration on privacy-preserving off-chain computing in a joint presentation with Intel and iExec at the Consensus 2018. They performed a live demonstration using the product, using Intel SGX solutions. And it pretty much wowed everybody out there. We were looking at or at least I was looking at the live feed of Consensus 2018, wowed everybody. And once you started to see it take off a little bit, we saw it go high as 40%. In my opinion, with this partnership with Intel, I think this is a decent play. I mean, there's a lot of reasons. First of all, Intel is it needs to make a move. It needs to make a move, and it's obviously made one with iExec. iExec, let's go with the market cap. Right now, it's at 185 million. 185 million in market capitalization. Now, the circulating supply is very interesting. There's only 80 million in circulation, and the total supply will eventually be 87 million. So the 87 million will be in total supply. Now, I'd like for you all to take a look at the charts on this, because even at the current prices that you're witnessing right now, we've seen all-time highs on this thing go as high as $4.47. So right now, this is not even the all-time high part of the history of this particular cryptocurrency. January 13th of 2018, it was as high as $4.47. Now, you compare how much circulation it has and it's going to have, compare it to its price, compare it to its technology, compare it to its partnerships. I mean, in my personal opinion, I think that this is a good buy for the next 6 months. Even at these prices right now. I personally believe that you could at least grow another $2 to $3 on top of the purchase of whatever price you purchase this at in the next 6 months. The technology's there, low circulation's there, the hype is there. Once again, you can't get any better of a deal than Intel, and I'm glad to see Intel finally making a move in blockchain. So let's go ahead and cover iExec, or symbol RLC. Current market cap, like I said, 185 million. Circulating supply is 80 million in circulation. In the past 24 hours, it has gone up 29.80%. 29.80%. The current price for iExec, symbol RLC, $2.31. Now, if you take a look at the chart on this one, folks, I'm telling you, as high as it's gone as high as 447. 447. I mean, that's double the price now. So you've got people holding the bag from the price that we're at right now up till about 447. And if you want my opinion, based on the partnerships they have, based upon the circulation that they have, the probability of this son of a bitch going higher is very, very high. I mean, take a look at EOS, for instance. EOS, and let's go ahead and let me get to the price on this. iExec right now is $2.31. I'm calling this a buy. It's a buy and a hold for the next 6 months. And the reason I'm saying I like the $80 million in circulation and the partnership with Intel, take a look at EOS, okay? And I didn't want to cover EOS, but let's just take a look at it, okay? I personally do not know what's causing the increase of this particular crypto. If you take a look, I mean, I got in this, and look, I traded off. I got in at like 50 cents, 40 cents, and I traded off at like $1. And then I kicked myself, and then I got in at like $2 or $3. And then I got out at like 9, and I'm kicking myself again. I don't know what is making this go up, okay? Let's go ahead and take a look at EOS, symbol EOS. Current market cap is $11 billion in market capitalization. The current market cap, the current market cap is $11 billion in market capitalization. The current circulating supply, get this, folks, for EOS. The circulating supply for EOS is 860 million. 860 million in circulation. Now, in the past 24 hours, we are seeing a little bit of a bounce back in the crypto market. So in the past 24 hours, it has gone up a little bit, 1.83%. Folks, the current price for EOS is $13.12. $13.12. And that's at a circulation supply of 860 million. So that's why I tell you folks, when you see an opportunity, let's go back to iExec, RLC. When you see an opportunity like this, where, it's very cheap, even at the increase at 30%, it's still $2.30. The all-time high on iExec is 442 or 447. So at some point it's going to go back to that. And if you base your price points on some of these other cryptocurrencies and their circulations, the room for this to blow up into the $20 range is not out of the fucking question. And this is how you have to kind of pull investment strategies with cryptocurrency. Because, at least iExec has got a serious and a legit partner with Intel. And they have developed a technology that's obviously going to be privacy-based. Privacy is everything in cryptocurrency. And circulating supply on iExec is 80 million in circulation. This is the only reason why I'm suggesting that this is a play. So, even though it's up 30%, I still think it's a good buy. And it's not a long-term investment. It's one of those ones that you hold for about 6 months and then you figure out, is this going to continue to go up? Is it not going to go up? What's going to happen, Anyway, we got another caller to the hotline. Let's see what's going on with this character.
Ghost from True Capitalist Radio.
Let's see what we got here.
The credit card has been declined.
Oh, man. Well, all you decline numbers, just watch. Watch what happens to you. That's all I'm saying. Well, all you credit card decline people, just watch what happens. Don't blame me. Don't be like autistic tards when shit starts happening. You be like, no, Ghost did it. He's harassing me. Ghost did it. Hey, it's not fair. I'm going to call the police. Ghost did it. So anyway, let me continue going on, folks. That's the end of the cryptocurrency part of the show. Let's go ahead and talk a little stocks here, and then after that, we'll go ahead and continue on with the broadcast. Now, the stock market is reacting to what again? What are they reacting to? Earnings. Earnings, folks. They talked about today that retail is not dead. And because Macy's posted better than expected earnings. Of course they were. Of course they were. And what's sad is that I can't believe not anybody read what I read in this market. And listen, I'm going to be completely honest. I think that we're over-speculated at 24,000 Dow. But let's be honest. Now that we have legitimate news to legitimize this over-speculated market, the over-speculation may come equilibrium to the amount of earnings that are being produced out here on a corporate level. So we shall see what happens, but the earnings, that's what I keep telling you, 2018, all the corporations have to do is make the same amount of money they made last year, and based on the damn tax cuts, they're gonna make more money. They're gonna post a profit. It's as simple as that. Anyway, let's get to the Dow Jones Industrial. It is up today 62.52 points, a percentage increase of 0.25%, closing out the Dow Jones Industrial at 24,768.93 points for the Dow Jones Industrial. We've got the S&P. It's also up today, 11.01 points, a percentage increase of 0.41%, closing out the S&P at 2,722.46 points for the S&P 500. We've got the NASDAQ. The NASDAQ is also up today, 46.67 points, a percentage increase of 0.63%, closing out the NASDAQ at 7,398.30 points for the NASDAQ composite. Now, I want to be honest with you folks, if you take a look at the year yields for every one of these indices, it's been a very good year, profit-wise, for the market. That's what I suggested. I was bullish for 2018. You all heard me. You all heard me in 2017. For the year, okay, for the year right now, the Dow Jones is up 20%. For the year, the S&P 500 is up 15.50%. And the NASDAQ for the year is up 23.07%. So, lots of money to be made. I told you I was bullish, baby. I hope that y'all listened, or at least invested in stocks in a value capacity, in a value investing capacity. Anyway, let's get to commodities, folks. Now, we're starting to see a little bit of rise in oil to a slight degree, but once again, you've got the investors still holding it around $71 as far as WTI sweet crude is concerned. Let's go ahead and take a look at it. WTI, it is up 16 cents, a percentage increase of 0.22%, closing out WTI at $71.65 per WTI sweet crude barrel of oil. We've got Brent crude. It is down modestly today, 3 cents, a percentage decrease of 0.04%, closing out Brent crude at $79.25 per barrel of Brent crude oil. Now, once again, I strongly think that we're going to a $100 barrel of oil. And the only reason we're not seeing it now is because they're probably waiting. Investors, the OPEC producers, everybody is waiting until the summer, baby. Once we start hitting that official summer date, that's when these oil companies want to see a $100 barrel of oil. When everybody's cruising for their vacation, when they're taking trips. This is what they want. So keep an eye on that oil price, folks. I've been telling you guys to keep an eye on this oil price. And ever since I've been telling you, it's gone up and up and up. I mean, I'm not just saying all this shit on the show just to hear myself talk. I'm trying to give you guys plays. I'm trying to create capitalists. And I hope that some of you understand. I know some of you do. I'm not saying that nobody does. I know some of you do. I know a lot of people out here that listen to the broadcast taking plays and making some cash, to say the least. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, who else do we have here? Let's get to commodities, okay? We're at oil. We already said WTI. We already said Brent. Gasoline futures are unchanged today. Natural gas is up 0.07%. Heating oil is down 0.08%. Let's get to the metals, shall we? The metals! Let's get to the goddamn metals! The metals. Gold is down 90 cents today, a percentage decrease of 0.07%. Closing out gold. Man, gold is going down. It is down to $1,290.60 per troy ounce. It is under $1,300, folks. Man, it's time to get a Rolex, baby. It's time to get that gold grill, baby. Anyway, let's take a look at silver. Silver is up a penny. It is up modestly. A percentage increase of 0.09%. Closing out silver at $16.39 per troy ounce of silver. We've got copper up 0.20% and platinum is up 0.06%. Let's go ahead and get to agriculture, folks. Now, listen, we should see mostly red or modest increases unless there's scarcity. Why? Because of the increase in the dollar, folks, okay? I'm just trying to help you guys, I'm just trying to help you make plays here. All right, I'm trying to help you make plays. All right, we got somebody else calling. Let's see if they've got a credit card that works or, whatever the case might be. All right, let's see this.
The credit card.
Oh, of course. Look, I'm telling you guys, I'm not joking. I've got your numbers. I'm looking at the freaking call log right. I would call you guys right now if I had everything hooked up. I've got these numbers. We're going to call them at some point in time. All right? And not to mention, I'm sending the freaking goons at them. I'm sending the freaking 1-900 goons at them. All right? Because they're committing technically fraud. As they continuously put credit cards, that's fraud, bro. I'm not, I know y'all think I'm lying, but it's fraud. It's freaking fraud, And it is what it is.
The credit card.
See, here's another one. Here's another one right here. Anyway. Keep doing it, man. I'm telling you, keep doing it, you tards. I'm going to call your stupid tard parents. And tell them, you know what your tard kid is doing? Committing credit card fraud on the telephone, you dumb idiots. You're putting 2 charges on yourself. Your people are idiots. I'm telling you. I mean, you all know this, right? I mean, you tards, you get it, right? I mean, you're committing, like, telecommunications fraud and credit card fraud. I'm not kidding. If y'all don't think that's serious, just watch. Remember, in the day and age of people, ripping people's identities off and shit like that, you don't think that there's people and investigation crews and shit that are dedicated to this shit? Wake up, you stupid tards. Wake up. Good God. Anyway, let's get to agriculture commodities, folks, all right? We've got grains, all right? We've got corn down today, 0.13%. Wheat is up 0.20%. We've got oats down 0.10%. Rough rice is down 0.04%. Soybean is up 0.08%. Soybean oil is up 0.07%. And canola is down 0.13%. We've got softs. Let's get to the softs, shall we? Now, cocoa, once again, the reason that we're continuously seeing cocoa rising in price, folks, is because of Ebola in Africa, Ebola. Believe it or not, cocoa mostly comes from Africa, folks. I mean, that's the base for chocolate. And we've been seeing constant increases in it because of Ebola. Today is no different. It is up 2.09% increase on the day for cocoa. Coffee is also up 0.30%. Sugar is up 0.78%. Orange juice is finally starting to come down from its highs. I guess, some information has come out of Brazil that the yields are actually going to be rather consistent as opposed to short this year. I don't know, but it's only up modestly, 0.09% today. We've got cotton up 0.70%. Lumber is up 1.62%. And rubber is up 1.06%. And ethanol is down 1.13%. Now, the reason that we're seeing increases in lumber so bad is because we're having a massive run on properties. And I hate to say this, but it looks a lot like 2008, 2009. And really what's causing the lumber price to go up is new homes. These new homes, these new subdivisions, these new urban sprawls that are being built, that's what's causing major scarcity in the lumber sector. So that's why we're seeing 1%, 2% increases every time I cover this particular commodity. Let's continue. We got livestock. Live cattle is down 1.34%. Let's get some cheap steaks going on, for Christ's sake, man. Let's get some cheap porterhouses, beef tenderloin, baby. Let's get them cheap. Let's get them cheap. We've got cattle feeder. It is also down 1.25%. And we've got lean hog. And let me tell you, people in the True Capitalist Radio chat room have admitted that they have gone by and they are going by these people that are in the shopping malls, that are in the grocery stores on these fucking hover-rounds, these fat, gigantuan, Snorlax, disgusting people, okay? And instead of confronting them about it, instead of, calling them some bad name, all you've got to do is just go right by them and say, Embo. That's as simple as that, all right? It's as simple as that. Embo. We need to continue the fucking Hambo movement so that we can show these fat jelly asses that are out here with these fucking hover-rounds. I'm sick and tired of the hover-rounds, man. I'm so sick of them. I mean, I'm walking down an aisle in a fucking grocery store. I got this disgusting cankle Snorlax fucking fatty, backing up. Beep, 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 beep. I mean, it's fucking ridiculous. I'm sick and tired of them, man. I'm tired of them. Anyway, lean hogs is up 1.32% on the day. And that, my friends, is the markets for your ass, all right? Anyway, folks, thank you very much for tuning in with me. I know that right now we got a bunch of disgruntled tards out here. We got a bunch of disgruntled tards that are upset because I'm telling them the truth that, I don't like them, I'll never will like them, and they need to go away. And that's completely fine. I'm okay with that. You know what I'm saying? I am completely okay with that, and I hope that you people that are taking offense to my diatribe about autism and Asperger's, I hope that y'all people realize that this is going to come from everyone that you encounter in life, because no one wants to put up with this crap, all right? No one wants to put up with that crap. Uh-oh, what the hell was that? Anyway, listen. Before I get to some freaking Twitter shout-outs, or fuck Twitter, fuck Twatter, Gab shout-outs and some chat room shout-outs, I think I've got to do this because you people are going to piss me off throughout the show. I can already sense the son of a bitch. Let's go ahead and get some more beer! Goddamn right. Get some goddamn beer up in here for Christ's sake, man. All right, now, once I get this beer going on, we're going to go ahead and get to some shout-outs. And I'm going to be honest with you, I really not looking forward to these goddamn shout-outs. Shit, almost broke my goddamn glass again, you fucks. Jesus Christ, man. You see the kind of crap I got to do to broadcast around here, and I don't get any fucking appreciation around here whatsoever. No appreciation. And I think the reason is because I got a bunch of tards listening. That's why I want the tards gone. I want the tards gone, for Christ's sake. Anyway, let's continue going, for Christ's sake. I'm just so sick. I'm so sick. I don't even really want to do the broadcast, man. I don't want to do the broadcast because it's just like, man, am I really just retard entertainment? Am I really just autistic entertainment, for Christ's sake? I'd like to think I'm not. And I'd like to think that the reason I'm conducting this broadcast is, I guess some people are entertained by it or whatever the hell it might be. But I'm actually producing capitalists out here. That's what I'm hoping I'm doing. I hope that I'm actually producing some fucking capitalists. And not just, sitting here being, freaking entertainment for cards. Entertainment for tards. Alright? I'm sick of it. Anyway, I got my beer here. I want to say first and foremost, cheers to the new Inner Circle members. As a matter of fact, I'm going to take the video down when one more member is in the Inner Circle. I'm going to take the video down. Did y'all see the video? All you got to do if you're interested in being in the Inner Circle is go to my profile on Politics Ghost. All right, go to my profile, and you see where it says videos. All right, where it says, I got 8 videos. Click the videos and click the video that says joining the IC info, okay? Joining the IC info, and you'll see that, we've already got some people that are in the Inner Circle. Cheers to the new members of the Inner Circle. And to be completely honest, I'm really glad that we've got some new members that are capitalists. Some of these people have 200 plus quantum that they're staking. You got stock investors, property investors. We've got one guy who's actually going to initiate a new coin in the market, which is very exciting. He was inspired by the show to create a coin, so I'm very, very flattered by that to no end. And just a bunch of stuff, man. I'm really appreciative of the Inner Circle. It's sacred. It's fucking sacred. And we have our own symbol. As a matter of fact, I plan on meeting the Inner Circle myself. I'm talking the dedicated members that, made their lives better, man, that are making money, that are making six figures, that made an extra 60 grand last year, that shit. I want to meet these guys. We're all going to personally meet. And the reason we're going to meet is because we're going to make money moves. We're going to make business. You know what I'm saying? I mean, this is what the Inner Circle is about. It's not just, a bunch of people getting together, trolling, talking a bunch of garbage. I mean, we're about business, networking, connections, making each other better. I mean, everybody makes each other better in the Inner Circle, man. Everybody. And I love it. And cheers to you guys in the Inner Circle, man. I love you guys. You guys inspire me to continue to go and do this broadcast. I'm not even kidding. You inspire me to continue on. And I wouldn't be here without you guys. So anyway, cheers to the Inner Circle. Cheers to the True Capitalist Radio chat room. And by God, cheers to the greatest president in American history. A man who is the modern day George Washington. A man who has saved America. I'm talking about none other than President Donald Trump. Cheers, baby, cheers. Good stuff, man. And listen, I'm trying to take advantage of the German beers while we still have them, because I know Germany is acting like a freaking butt monkey because of the goddamn Iranian nuke deal being ripped up by Trump. But I'm going to try to sincerely drink as many German beers as I can before that embargo or, big fucking tariff is on beers, man. All right, I'm serious. I love German beers, man. The 1300s purity laws, you can't beat it. The 1300s purity laws, you can't beat it, baby. Anyway, now that I've got that out of the way, let's go ahead and let's take some shout-outs. Now, for you folks that don't know, I'm going to give some chat room shout-outs. And if you want to be a part of the True Capitalist Radio chat room, it's very easy. Just go to my Gab right now, Politics Ghost, and hit the subscribe button for premium content. Hit the subscribe button for premium content. And once you do all that, private message me on Gab and let me know what your Discord chat name is, and I will give you a private invitation, a personal invitation, to the True Capitalist Radio chat room. All right? And it is great. I'm telling you, ask anybody who's in there. Ask anybody who's in there. All right? Anyway, folks, let's go ahead and take some goddamn chat room shout-outs right now. All right, who do we got here? We've got TJK Napoleon. What's going on? We've got the Tard Zookeeper. And listen, I'm telling you, ever since the uprising against the cartoon fetish in the chat room, everybody thinks they're a Tard Wrangler, they're a Tard... Here's the Tard Bounty Hunter. Here's the Tard Bounty Hunter. What's going on to Stagio? Sparked in the house. I'm not saying that name, you asshole. We got Golden State Times. What's Golden State Times doing in here? What's Golden State Times doing in here? We've got Pepe the Frog. We've got Metaform. We got Karaskin 1. What's going on, Karaskin 1? As a matter of fact, we got two Karaskins, folks. All right, we got a Karaskin 1 and we got a Karaskin 2. Believe it or not, both Karaskins sound exactly the fucking same. I'm not kidding. Once I get my mixer and I'm able to patch in the chat room into the show, I'm going to bring both Karaskins on at the same time, and I'm telling you, you're going to be shocked. You're going to be shocked that there's actually two not one, two! There's two of them! Anyway, we got Jingo Burt in the house. We got Insane Energy, Hoodie in the place, Harvey Johnson, Hambone Capitalist. There's Golden State Times again. Are you kidding me? Is that for real? We got funky butt loving, erasers for enemy. Yeah, no kidding, man. Where's that? Ban all bronies. Ban all bronies. Fuck bronies. Castrate bronies. Where's that? Where's that when we need them? You know what I mean? We've got David Hayter in the place, crawling in my crawl. Capitalist Chris in the place. What up, Capitalist Chris? We got Capitalist America, Bogdanov, whoever the hell that is. We got Blackjack in the house. Black Star Try, that is Karaskin too. We've got Beer Force in the house. What's going on? Ass whooping for autists. Yeah, no shit. We got, I'm not saying that goddamn name. I'm not saying that name, all right? Arbiter in the house. Aesthetic, wait a minute. The ghetto cap, that ain't the real ghetto capitalist. Get that asshole out of here. That ain't the real ghetto capitalist. Get him out of here. We've got BN King in the house. And that, my friends, is it for the True Capitalist Radio chat room shout-outs. I guess we're going to go ahead and, do some Gab shout-outs. And all you have to do, folks, if you want a Gab shout-out live right here on the broadcast, all you've got to do is like the first post that states True Capitalist Radio is now live. Listen in. All right? Well, it doesn't have listen in. It just has True Capitalist Radio is now live. So if you like that post on Gab, I will give you a shout out live right here on the broadcast right here and now. Once again, the first post that states True Capitalist Radio is now live. Like that post and I will give you a Gab shout. Hold on. We got another caller here. And let's hope that, it's not another one we're going to put on the fraud list.
Ghost.
You know what I'm saying?
The credit card has been declared.
Another one on the fraud list, for Christ's sake. Hold on, let me log in before I do Gab shoutouts. Let me log into this fucking this goddamn. Let me log into this goddamn this line here, because I know I get these idiots' numbers, and you know what? I might even say their stupid numbers. And you know what? There's no blog talk that they can go to. No one's going to give a shit. You know what I'm saying? So, and listen, the reason I'm going to be giving the numbers out is just to help other business owners. Who possibly could get screwed over by bad credit cards. I'm just doing this as a public service. Okay? Because obviously we have some people committing frauds out here. And if that's the case, well then, we got to do what we got to do. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we got to inform the public. I mean, I'm just saying, man. All right, so let me before I take some goddamn calls, let me go ahead and log into this shit, all right? Let me log into this right now and see if we can have some of these idiots' numbers that are out here that are calling up, obviously committing fraud, and the reason I'm going to be giving numbers out is because these assholes insist on, calling up my broadcast and thinking that it's a big joke, that they're going to be putting fraudulent credit card numbers, and I'm just doing this as a public service. All right, that's all I'm just doing this as a public service. I mean, there's no reason that any of these tards can call anybody, can do anything. No one's going to care. All right, no one's going to give a shit. All right, so let me see who we have here. All right, here, let me see. We got the... All right, who do we have here? All right. Here are the declined numbers, okay? Now, I'm telling you, morons, I've got each and every one of you idiots here, okay? I've got somebody from a 760 area code, I got somebody from a 941 area code, and I got somebody with a 910 area code. All declined, okay? And the one with the, and I'm not kidding around, man. I mean, I've got all you guys here, and, I mean, I can either, have you people investigate it, or I can just go ahead and, I can just go ahead and just say your number. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna warn you guys one last time. You call my fucking number again, and you decline a credit card, and this goes for the 910, the 941, the 760, okay? Because y'all have called 3 2 and 3 times each, I'm not only going to give out your number, I'm going to make sure that you are prosecuted for doing telecommunications fraud. Okay? All right? So I'm just saying, all right, this is your last fucking warning. Okay? Y'all fucking think I'm playing around. Well, or you know what? Better yet, you know what I'm going to do? Maybe I'll call you tards later tonight when I'm a little drunk. Maybe that's better. Maybe I'll call you personally, and I'll call you while I'm in the fucking tard chat. Well, I'm in the True Capitalist Radio chat room. Okay? How you like that? Huh? And you know what? There's nothing you can do about it, you stupid tards, because you called my fucking line and you input a fucking credit card number that was obviously fraudulent. So there's nothing you can do about it. I could call you all night long now. Because, alright, I'm not joking. I'm prank calling all these tards, and look, I'm even calling yesterday's tards too while I'm at it. I'm prank calling all these tards that called up and put fraudulent goddamn credit card numbers for the past several times. I'm calling them all up tonight. I'm calling them all up tonight in the True Capitalist Radio chat room. Okay? And that's what I'm going to do. So if you want to hear that, if you want to hear the lolziness of that, I would strongly advise each and every one of you to join the True Capitalist Radio chat room. I'm going to be in there tonight after 10 o'clock p.m. because I got to upload the broadcast. I got to do a bunch of things. But I'm telling you that right now. I am telling you, all right? I will call each and every one of you. And hey, Brightheart, this little faggot in the Brony Network chat, thank you. We've got you screenshotted, and now we're going to report you for trying to help people commit or trying to condone committing credit card fraud there, you little brony idiot. All right, and you better not be one of these people, you know. You better not be 941 or 910 or 760. Hold on, let me look at the past several here. Who else do we have here? Here was another one that was declined. Let me see. What was another one that was declined? 768 was declined. That was declined 3 times the other day. 575 was declined. That was declined 3 times the other day. We've got. I've got them all. I've got them all. I mean, I've got all your stupid numbers. Now look, for you people that called and obviously called in, and listen, even if you call in and you call up and you say, you know what, Ghost, go fuck yourself, all right? Go fuck your mother or something. I don't care. At least you paid to do that, all right? You paid to do that. Okay? So, I'm just telling you right now, you paid to do that. But if you're going to call up and pretend that I'm going to put a fake card in, I'm going to show Ghost. Well, I'm telling you right now, there's nothing you can do about it. There's no blog talk radio you're going to be able to email. No one's going to give a shit. You understand? No one's going to care. All right? No one's going to block out your... I'm not joking. And listen, if you want to be a part, tonight we're prank calling all these people. Okay? We're prank calling each and every one of these tards out here. I'm not even kidding around. We're prank calling all of them tonight. And I will do it tonight in the True Capitalist Radio chat room. And once again, if you want to be a part of the True Capitalist Radio chat room, then by God, go to my damn Gab account right now, Politics Ghost, all one word, no underscores, Politics Ghost. And once you get there, hit the subscribe button for premium content. All right? Hit the subscribe button for premium content, and once you do, go ahead and private message me your Discord chat name, and I will be more than happy to give you an exclusive invitation to the True Capitalist Radio chat room, all right? Woo! Oh, my God. And hey, look at this idiot. He's trying to think legalese, this Brightheart idiot.
Ghost has no case against these people since they use their own old credit cards.
You're not supposed to use an old credit card, you asshole. That's fraud. That's like writing an old check, you stupid fuck. God, man, these fucking tards are stupid. You people are idiots. You know that? I mean, do you all not think about what you do? And aside from us, I'm not joking. Not only am I going to prank call your asses, I'm also gonna turn your asses in. I'm not even joking. And you know what? No one's gonna give a shit that I prank called your ass because you committed credit card fraud. and you committed telecommunications fraud because you attempted to use a fraudulent credit card over the telephone. So that's 2 federal charges, nigga. Just saying. I'm just saying. I mean, you can try to legalese it all you want to, but that's just the way it is, you retard. All right? And by the way, I'm not taking any more Gab shout-outs, you tards. How you like that? How you like that? No more Gab shout-outs because you people are being tards. All right? Jesus Christ. And I know people in the chat room are like, wait a minute, are tards trying to out-business talk Ghost? That doesn't make sense. I mean, no, it doesn't. These people are idiots. And I'm telling you, be expecting a fucking call from me. If you called me and hung up or did a fraudulent fucking card, I am going to call you tonight, you fucking idiots, okay? And if you want to lulz about that with us, then join the True Capitalist Radio chat room. That's all I got to say, all right? Anyway, listen, I didn't want to fucking make this goddamn show about these tards here, but I mean, it is what it is, okay? It is what it is. Let's get to some real, straight political dope, okay? Let's talk a little bit about the president, first and foremost, and now North Korea threatening to call off the summit with Donald Trump in an attempt to negotiate these peace talks. Now, I want to be honest with you folks, I don't think that this is a very, very big deal. I think this is how the Koreans negotiate. I think that, if you want my opinion, I was dumbfounded that Kim Jong-un was willing to do so much for Trump without Trump doing anything. I mean, remember, he gave up the hostages. This guy, has done a lot of shit. I mean, do y'all remember the Korea summit? I mean, Kim Jong-un held hands with South Korean President Moon and not only walked over the DMZ line, but walked back. I mean, this is unprecedented. This is historical. Now, I want to be honest, I am rather perplexed on why there would be military exercises and drills with South Korea in the middle of this diplomacy. And that's really where Kim Jong-un is a little perplexed himself and is trying to threaten to potentially call off the meeting with Trump because, I mean, he's like, hey, I did this. I gave you the hostages. I said that I'll let the IAEA in. Look, he's already started to deconstruct his nuclear sites. I mean, the guy is being legit. And Trump and the administration today, I'm glad they didn't take this that serious. I think they know at this point in time this is how the North Koreans are going to negotiate. You know, this is what they're doing. This is what they do. And, you know, you just got to kind of play tit for tat as it pertains to the diplomacy with North Korea. I don't think that this is going to be something that jeopardizes or potentially jeopardizes the peace talk in North Korea. I think that really it was rather bizarre that you're still conducting drills, military drills with South Korea in the region when you're trying to talk diplomacy with North. So, I don't know. And at the same time, lest we forget that North Korea, they've done a lot, so they're expecting something. And I know here recently the Secretary of State, Pompeo, has been giving a lot of lip service to North Korea, suggesting that the United States will help rebuild their economy, etc. And, the North Koreans they've been given a lot of lip service before. And I keep talking about this every time I talk about the North Korean situation, the 1994 Joint Framework Agreement. The 1994 Joint Framework Agreement was an agreement by Bill Clinton. It was a unilateral agreement. I mean, prior to Bill Clinton, they had the six-party talks. And that meant that the six-party talks comprised of Russia, China, Japan, the United States, and South Korea, and the North Koreans. But the North Koreans at that particular time didn't want the six-party talks. They wanted to talk on a one-on-one basis with the United States, and George Bush Sr. at the time would refuse to do it. It's when Bill Clinton sent in his Secretary of State, Madeleine Albright, to concoct this agreement with Kim Il-sung, the Joint Framework Agreement, in which we agreed that not only are we going to pay them to stop pursuing their weapons of mass destruction quest, but we were also going to help construct their electricity grid. I mean, we gave them, under the Joint Framework Agreement agreed to by then President Clinton and Madeleine Albright, who was the Secretary of State, we gave them light water reactors that enrich uranium, that enable them to become nuclear to begin with. And since we just gave them the light water reactors and didn't fulfill most of the obligations that were within the Joint Framework Agreement, that's why these North Koreans really don't have too much trust in the United States, to say the least. And if you want my opinion, I think that's why at this point in time, Kim Jong-un is kind of playing hardball with the United States as it pertains to this diplomatic situation in the Koreas. So with that being said, folks, I think that the North Korean meeting with Donald Trump is still going to happen in Singapore. I mean, it's still a little less than a month away, June 12th, and I think it's going to happen, and I think the art of the deal is going to be right in our faces. Trump is going to make history. He's going to end the Korean conflict, amongst a bunch of other things that he's going to do, and I really appreciate the president, man. I mean, I'm glad that this man is president. And I hope that everybody out there that's listening that was a part of the 2016 Trump train, I hope that y'all haven't given up, man. I hope that y'all are out there trying to regab, retweet, post articles that contradict the lies that are being projected by the fucking liberals and the leftists. The meme warriors out there that are creating memes that are penetrating the psyche of the people that are looking at them. We need to hit them hard, folks. And the reason is because yesterday we had some primaries in Pennsylvania. And guess what? Pennsylvania, little did I know that there were a bunch of socialist cocksuckers, excuse my French, but they have elected 4 different socialist candidates to run in the 2018 midterms. 4 socialist candidates to run in the 2008 midterm elections. Now, folks, I'm going to be completely honest with you. How and why in the hell are we allowing this to happen? All right? I mean, why in the hell are we making it so comfortable that communists and socialists can actually run for office? They should be afraid to run for fucking office! They should be afraid to be open communists and socialists. What fucking kind of America are we turning into when they're openly running for fucking office, man? We, as the American people, as capitalists, we can't stand for this. We can't allow this to happen. Because just like what happened to Venezuela, these stupid morons that are your average, everyday American idiot out here are mesmerized by the bullshit political romanticism that is conveniently and always talked about by the socialists and the communists. Hold on, we got another caller here. Let's see if this is not another fraudulent call.
The credit card has been...
Another credit card decline. And listen, you all are committing credit card fraud because it takes every credit card, man. It takes Master, Visa, American Express, you name it. It accepts it. You know what I'm saying? And that was 760 again. 760, yeah, it was 760 again, man. So, yeah. Anyway, we'll call them later. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. Anyway, folks, we should not be allowing, getting back to these communists and socialists, we should not be allowing these people to walk the streets safe. I mean, do you understand what happens when we elect socialists and communists? Take a look at what's happened to the world that has elected socialists and communists. Take a look at Venezuela. You know that Hugo Chavez was elected. Prior to Hugo Chavez being elected to Venezuela, Venezuela was an emerging market. It was an emerging economy. It was making lots of money selling its oil on the world market. Lest we forget that Venezuela is the third largest oil deposit in the world. It was developing its metropolises, building skyscrapers. People were living great. And then came this bullshit communist crap. This idea that if you elect a communist or elect a socialist, that everybody is going to live in utopia and that there's not going to be any poverty and there's not going to be any crime. All this political romantic bullshit. Folks, take a look at Venezuela right now. You know that the average Venezuelan has lost 50 to 60 pounds because there is nothing to eat in the country. There is no average everyday materials for everyday life. There's no toilet paper. There's no medical supplies. There's no medicine. There's no Pampers for babies. There's nothing. And the people out there, they're eating their dogs and cats. They're eating the wild animals in the zoo. They're eating the animals in the jungle. And that's why I'm saying, man, I mean, this is what the culmination of every goddamn socialist and communist application that's ever been. It's been the equal distribution of misery. And I don't know how many times that we have to see this fucking socialist and communist gag reel over and over again for us to realize that these people are dangerous. These communists and socialists are dangerous. Aside from them trying to utilize a collective system so they can build a society how they see fit, they're a bunch of totalitarian freaks. And what's unfortunate is that once the communists take over, whatever decisions they make is law. Okay? Whatever decisions they make is law. And if you don't oblige that law, then you go to prison or you're shot dead. And you know, these idiots that try to, get into this political romantic whirlwind about socialism and communism, they all believe, and this is a very naive belief, that there's not going to be any money anymore. And there's not going to be, no one's going to have to work. And everybody's just going to be some fat jelly ass bastard. That's not the case, you idiots. In a socialist and communist system, you're told what job you're going to do, whether you like it or not. And if you don't work, and if you don't do what the state says, they throw you in a re-education camp or they execute you. That's what these communists and socialists do to their own fucking people. If you don't do what they say, if you don't do the job they tell you to do, then you will be re-educated or you will be killed. And this idea that the communists portray that capitalists exploit labor, that's bullshit. That's a fucking lie. Because anybody who sells their labor can just not do labor. They can say, no, I'm not selling you my labor for these wages. And by that definition, it's an agreement. It's an agreement between a capitalist who pays and a laborer who gives labor for payment. It's an agreement. And if a capitalist offers not enough wages for somebody's labor, then that laborer can say, you know what, I'm not doing the job. And you know what, they're not going to go to jail. No one's going to kill them. Nothing's going to happen. They're just not going to get paid. Now try to do that in a communist and socialist society that you don't want to do the job that the communists and socialists tell you to do. Like I said, you'll be in a re-education camp and you'll be fucking executed. You'll be executed. They will kill you. So when I see open socialists running for the 2018 midterm elections, I think to myself that the United States has lost its edge. Because socialists should not be this open and not be this freely to be political without the fear of some level of retribution. And listen to me. People may think that I'm advocating violence and this and that. I'm not advocating violence. I'm advocating a protection from future violence that is always a constant when it comes to fucking communism and socialism. I mean, what did George Bush Jr. say? Preemptive strike. We're preemptively striking before these goddamn idiots try to put us in a concentration camp, before they try to put us in a re-education camp, before they kill us because we're capitalists, before they kill us because we won't do the job they say. I mean, we should cut them off at the pass. And as far as I'm concerned, we should make the environment in America so uncomfortable for people that are open socialists and communists that they should be afraid. They should be afraid to be open communists and socialists out of fear of violence. And the reason I'm saying that, folks, is because the violence is going to prohibit these people from thinking that they can come out and be violent when they are in power. Because it's never late, folks. These communists and socialists, once they take power, their whole modus operandi is to hurt massive amounts of people. And if you don't believe me, take a look at what the EU is doing to their people. Take a look at what any other communist and socialist model has done to their people. And you can't keep saying that, that's not real communism, that's not real socialism. Bullshit. Bullshit. Anyway, I'm just trying to tell you folks, man, we should not be having open communists and socialists being safe, thinking that they can do this, that they can just be out in the open communists and socialists. You can't. There's just no way. We cannot allow this to happen. Okay? We cannot allow it to happen. And as far as I'm concerned, I mean, we need to make it as uncomfortable as we possibly can, man. Okay? And if you're going to call me somebody who is advocating violence because I'm trying to prevent future totalitarianism from the most violent ideology to ever face the planet, well, then I guess you can go ahead and say that about me. I really don't give a shit. Okay? I really don't give a crap. But, I mean, in all actuality, folks, I mean, we cannot allow these people to think that they can be open socialists. We can't allow these people to think that they can be open communists and think that they can walk American streets safe. I'm sorry, we can't do this. We cannot do this. We've got to make it so uncomfortable that these people are afraid. Because as far as I'm concerned, there is no good communist but a dead communist. There is no good socialist but a dead socialist. These people that claim that they want to change the world, these people are the most dangerous people. They are the most dangerous fucking people on the planet. When they start talking about, I want to change the world, you better start watching those people, okay? Those are the people you don't want to be in charge of your goddamn government. You understand? These are the people that you don't want to be in charge. And you see, people are so stupid. They'll think that, you're not understanding, Ghost. They're going to equally distribute, the food, and they're going to distribute this, and they're going to distribute that, and everything's going to be great. Well, folks, I mean, if you believe that, why don't you explain to me one model where that was pertinent, one model where that example was valid? There isn't. And as far as I'm concerned, I think that a good communist is a dead communist. A good socialist is a dead socialist. Because that's what they would do to us. They would do the same thing to us because we're capitalist. They would do the same thing to us because we're not doing the job they're forcing us to do. They would do it to us, folks. So I am ashamed that America is allowing these pieces of communist socialist shit to not only run for office, but to walk the fucking streets. Where the fuck are you alt-right and white nationalist wannabes? Where the fuck are you at? Where the fuck are you guys at? Besides waxing your carrot to some fucking enemy yourselves. Besides being a bunch of, pocket pool players that can't even score with your own white women. Where the fuck are you at? You know, if you're fucking so serious and you're so badass, why don't you go show us something? Huh? But you're not. And that's what we're missing on the right. We're missing people that are going to show that those of us on the right are serious. We're not just a bunch of chumps. And we're not going to continue to take leftist threats. You understand? Anyway, we are now 5 minutes into the third and final hour of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. And of course, I am your host, the man they call Ghost. And once again, folks, I want to thank everybody for tuning in with me. Before we get started on anything else, I'd like to remind everybody to please spread it around like wildfire and let everybody know that True Capitalist Radio is in effect and in the house. And we are live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, right here on the official website of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. And it is ghost.report. All right, that's all you got to type in your browser. It's as simple as that, ghost.report. And at the same time, if you have not done so, please follow me on Gab. It's the last bastion of social media freedom out here. All right, you can type in your browser gab.ai, gab.ai, and you can follow me under that social media, which is the last bastion of freedom of speech. You can follow me on there under the name Politics Ghost. All one word, no underscores. Politics Ghost is the name to follow. And by the way, if you want to be chilling with us in the True Capitalist Radio chat room tonight, when we start calling some of these numbers out here, all right, we start calling some of these numbers that are calling up. And look, I'm actually putting out I'm not even kidding around. You guys are seriously going to get hit up for some fraudulent shit. All right, 760 and 941 910. Who else do we have here, man? I'm going to get all you pricks. Hold on, let's go back some ways. Let's go back some dates here. What else do we have here? This one was declined, a 678. We got another 757. We've got a 609. We got a 716. We've got a it's usually this 760 prick. That's basically who it is. It's this 760 fucking prick. Anyway, we got somebody trying to call the line. Maybe they're legit, maybe they're not. Let's see what's going on here. Oh, that person, yeah, when it does that, you're from out of the country, all right? You're from out of the country, and they're not going to connect you. I got to buy a whole new line. I got to buy a whole new line for the Australians and a whole new line for the people in the UK. So, yeah, that's the way it is. And as you can see, this isn't working out too great as it is in general. So, anyway, let's continue going, folks. And once again, look. The reason your credit cards are being declined, I'm going to be honest with you, it's because you're either your credit's shit, you're using fraudulent credit card, or you don't have enough room on your card. It's going to, how when you pump gas and you only pump $20, but the gas pump automatically pre-approves $50, just in case. Well, in this one, it's going to pre-approve you for $10. Okay, it's going to pre-approve you for $10. So if you don't have $10 on your little shitty card, then don't even bother calling. All right, I'm serious. Don't even bother calling. Anyway, let's continue going here, folks. We are in the third hour. I was talking a little bit about how leftists, screw leftists. I'm talking socialists and communists specifically. Socialists and communists should not be able to walk the fucking streets. They should not be so safe to go out and, run for any kind of office. I mean, this is America. This is capitalist America. We shouldn't be having to put up with this shit. We shouldn't having to be, bowing down to a bunch of socialists and a bunch of communists and a bunch of losers.
The credit card has been declined.
Yeah, another credit card decline. That's great. Who was that? I'm going to say the number of who the hell that was. Who was that? That is a 512 number. Hey, are you in Austin, you piece of shit? Who is this? Hold on, let me look up the number. Who the hell is this? Third time you've called out of Austin and you've done shit. You've done nothing.
Credit card has been declined because you're a cheap bastard and you can't pay your fucking little credit card bill because you're a fucking stupid loser.
Jesus Christ. Wait a minute. Hold on just a second. Somebody is attempting to call me from the Autism Society of Texas. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding? Somebody is trying to fucking call me from the Autism Society of Central Texas. That's the fucking number! That's the fucking number that just called the last time and had their fucking autistic credit card decline. That's the fucking number! The fucking Autism Society of Central fucking Texas, man. Oh, God, man. You know what? I hope that it's one of you autist, society people that are getting all fucking triggered. I don't like you people, all right? I wouldn't even spit on you goddamn autists if you were on fire. All right? Got the fucking Autism Society of Central Texas calling me now. That's great. That's fucking great. I'm sure it's a fucking autist at the front desk there listening. I can't believe Ghost said that. I can't believe it. And trying to call me with his autism bucks card, Fucking autism bucks, man. I'm serious. By the way, the number that's calling is 512-479-4199. That's the Autism Central Texas whatever. That's what I'm getting here, you know what I mean? That's great. That's just great. A freaking autists. Ugh.
You know that you're spreading around hatred for autism. You know that, right? Huh? And you know that we're the Autistic Central Society. And, I'm going to call Governor Abbott and make sure that you don't broadcast anymore. Because we're the Autistic Central Texas Society. And by the way, you want to pay $10 for our spaghetti dinner that we're going to have this Saturday night? Spaghetti! Autism spaghetti!
So anyway, hold on. Is this who is this? People keep calling. I'm not kidding around, man. I'm not joking. You dumb tards think that you're gonna be able to do all this crap with no goddamn retribution. Not only am I gonna call all you, I'm definitely going to make sure that this company pursues each and every one of you, man. I'm not kidding around. These are sex numbers, and these people that fucking
card has been declined.
These people that do the psychic lines and shit, man. I'm telling you, all I've got to do is tell them to pursue charges on you people, and they'll do it. Remember, this is what they do, you dumb shit. I can't believe you morons are going to believe these idiots and think that nothing's going to happen to you people. You know that? I can't believe that, you think that nothing's going to happen. Keep thinking that. Keep thinking it, all right? I'm not even kidding. Jesus Christ. As a matter of fact, let me turn off the line so these idiots don't even call anymore. And listen, if you want to hear me prank call these fucking tards, all right, then you go to my goddamn chat room right now. Join the chat room. All right. Easiest way to do it is go to Politics Ghost. All right. On Gab and hit the premium subscribe button. And once you do, I'll go ahead and hook you up with a private invitation to the True Capitalist Radio chat room, for Christ's sake. All right. All right. Now that we've gotten that all out of the way, let's go ahead and continue going on, shall we? All right. Now, I was talking a little bit about, these socialists, how, they should be bludgeoned before they're even saying the word socialist. But let's continue on. Let's talk a little bit about net neutrality. Now, for you folks that don't know, the Senate has repealed the repeal of net neutrality, which means it has to go back to the drawing board again and all this other shit. And this should really piss every one of you off. that aren't a tard and an autist. You know what I'm saying? Because I guarantee you that if we had this lifting of net neutrality, we would see less autists on the internet. Many of these autists are getting, subsidized internet. They're getting free internet, and they should not be able to get on the internet. I mean, I'm not kidding. I don't think that everybody deserves internet connections. I don't believe it. Okay? I'm not even kidding around. I don't think that everyone deserves an internet connection. I think that internet is a privilege. I mean, if you put dumb people on the internet, they do dumb shit. I mean, if you don't believe me, take a look at the Egyptian Revolution. Remember when Mubarak was overthrown during the first Egyptian Revolution? Why was Mubarak overthrown? Because Mubarak, even though he was an authoritarian leader, he was incrementally bringing in capitalism so that individuals in Egypt could start, sufficing their materialistic needs. And as a result of incrementally bringing in capitalism, you had the telecommunication industry come in. And it came in really fast. I mean, you have to think that Egypt is a third world society that was pushed into a first world system. And not only first world in economics, but in technology. Remember, this revolution, the Egyptian Revolution, was caused by Twitter. I was broadcasting at that time. A Google executive of all people, a Google executive out of Egypt by the name of Wael Ghanem, was the person that was out there tweeting that everybody should go out to Tahrir Square and that we need to protest Mubarak and all this other shit, and we gotta go there. And you know what? Because they're third world tards, they actually all went out and did it! They actually all went out there to Tahrir Square and stood around like a bunch of sweaty Yehudis, okay? And you see, that's why first world communication technology is dangerous to not only third world people, but to stupid retards and autists and Asperger people. I mean, that's a perfect example. I mean, they all went to Tahrir Square, and when they went there, they all stayed there like a bunch of Occupy Wall Street idiots. And what fucking Wael Ghanem, the Google executive, was trying to do was trying to instigate the police into showing that they were going to beat some of these people at Tahrir Square so that the military could come in and overtake the country. And that's exactly what happened. That's exactly what the fuck happened. Seriously, that's exactly what happened. And this is why net neutrality should be fucking lifted. Because there should not be autists and Aspergers and dumb fucking people on this internet. Because the more autists and Aspergers and dumb fucking people on the internet, the more dangerous the internet has become. You notice it's always these Asperger autist cases that do the swatting and do these like dangerous internet fucking, terrorism and internet harassment, the whole shit. It's always an autist. It's always an autist. I mean, remember that one fucking idiot that sent a SWAT to some poor bastard's house and the goddamn cops killed him? It was a fucking autist. I mean, it's always an autist, man. And these people don't deserve to be on the internet, man. I'm sorry. And if you're autistic and you're taking offense to this, fuck you, alright? Fuck you! If you're taking offense to this and you're autistic, fuck you and your fucking retard ailment. Fuck you! How many times do you people have to show yourselves as despicable man-children pedophiles before the rest of the world wakes up and realizes that you people that are autistic and are openly autistic and that appreciate the label and that are openly Asperger's and appreciate the label, I mean, how long is it before the rest of the world realizes that you're a fucking danger to the fucking world and you should be put into mental institutions? You should fucking have a fucking a fucking ankle monitor to monitor you sick fucks. Because it's the tards and the autists that are the ones out here making sexualized cartoons to lure children into sexually provocative situations. It's the tards and the Aspergers and the autists that are out here making it okay to be a 30-year-old going to Comic-Con and fucking cosplay. It's the autist and the Asperger tards that are out here justifying weird, stupid, pathetic activity that every one of us about 20 years ago would have punched a kid in the face for doing. So that's why I'm saying, as far as I'm concerned, I've had enough of this autist garbage, and I'm telling you, I don't like you people, and I think that you all should be monitored. I think that you all should have a goddamn ankle monitor on yourself. And listen, I don't want you to listen to me anymore, man. All right? If you're just going to continue to make, excuses on why you're this, why you're that, I don't want to hear it. Don't even listen. Fuck you. All right? You hear me? You're taking offense to this? Go fuck yourself. So, that's why I'm saying, I hate you autists, okay? I hate you autists. How you like that? I'm not afraid to say it. It's my fucking show. I don't like you fucking people. You people do nothing for society. You do nothing. You're a burden on your families. You're a burden on your fucking peers. You're a burden on society. You all serve no fucking purpose, man. You're fucking dumb. And why you continue to listen to my show is beyond me. I don't understand why you people continue to listen to my show. All right, Radio Graffiti's gone. All right, assholes? All right? And I am going to continue to expose the truth about you stupid idiots. All right? Oh, I'm retarded. I don't know. I need autism bucks, but you fucking idiots know all about the computer. You know all about video games. You know all about electronics. Bullshit. That's why I'm saying we need to make bullying great again, man. I'm not joking. We need to fucking start punching these fucking kids in the face again. I'm not kidding. Breaking their fucking noses and, busting their teeth open and shit so that they can realize, oh no, not everybody's going to take that. I'm retarded. Not everybody's just going to accept that I'm retarded. Not everybody's going to accept that I'm retarded. Give me a fucking break. But hey, that's the difference between me and capitalists and the rest of you losers that think that you're going to continue to live your whole life being a retarded detriment to society. You know what I mean? That's the difference. At some point, us capitalists are going to take control of the country. We're going to take control of the world. And I'm telling you, one of the things that, and look, it almost got started, you tards, during this last fucking school shooting that was committed by an autist in Parkland, Parkland High School, that fucking, that David Hogg shit. That was an autist tard. And they were this close, fucking this close, to banning anybody who has taken any psychotropic drugs in their life from obtaining a gun. We were this close. Did y'all know how close we were from doing that? We were almost there. And I think we should, man. I've never taken any psychotropic drugs. I've never taken any mental drugs. Hence why I'm still lucid. Hence why I still have cognitive reasoning. Hence why I can still fucking learn. Jesus Christ, man. And I believe it. If you've taken psychotropic drugs, I don't think you deserve a gun. I don't think you deserve to be around children. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. I'm sorry. You people are a detriment to society far beyond a bum on the street. You get that, right? At least a bum on the street, they look pathetic. And when somebody gives them a buck, at least they're selling acts of contrition, At least they're selling acts of contrition, for Christ's sake. And hey, Shiny Pori in the room, shut the fuck up, alright? I'll fucking move on with whatever goddamn fucking, with whatever I want to talk about, you stupid, fat, ugly, autist tard. So just shut up. Alright, if you don't like it because I'm talking against autists, go fuck yourself. Alright, you're a piece of trash. You're a fart-fragrant expert, fucking Cincinnati bow-tie-loving, feminine penis-sucking piece of fucking trap-loving piece of shit. Shut up! Who asked you, you autist? Go have some spaghetti and shut the fuck up. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, can you move on already with the news? I'm tired of you talking about autism.
Freaking autist, man. I'm tired of you people. I hate you people, man. All right? And if I want to talk the rest of the show bashing you autist, I'm going to fucking do it. All right? I'm going to fucking do it. I don't care if you like it or not. You people are wastes of life, and you need to figure it out really quick that you're a waste of fucking life, and people put up with you. You understand that? No one really likes you. No one truly likes you. You are something that has to be put up with. And hence why you're not going to be anything in life in general but a fucking retard that has to be, the dependent of someone else. Alright? So if you don't like that, then go fuck yourself, you fucking tard. Go fuck yourself. And look, I'm sorry I'm being so goddamn vulgar on this damn chat room, on this show, but I've had enough. I want you all you tards, I want you bronies, you enemies, you fucking, you lollies, you fucking, sick, twisted pedophile fucks. I want you all to know that I don't give a shit if you listen or not. I don't care if you're fans or not. I don't want your fandom. I don't want your fucking listener base. You people are a waste of life. I would never be friends with you fucking pricks. Alright? Get that through your fucking retarded head. Alright? Get that through your retarded head. Jesus Christ, man. And you know what? It feels good to get this off your chest. It feels fucking good, It feels freaking good, for Christ's sake, man. It feels good. It feels great. It feels wonderful. I'll tell you that right now. It feels good. It feels great. It feels wonderful. And I guarantee you, there are 1,000 autists that are listening to me like, goddamn Ghost, fuck you. You're going to have to pay. Yeah, Ghost, you're going to have to pay. Fuck you, you fucking autist, alright? Lick the fucking bacon bits right out of my fucking nutty ass, you fuck, alright? Fuck you. Fuck you! Yeah, I'm sorry if I'm cursing too much, folks. I'm sorry if I'm sounding like some kind of a goddamn, filthy mouth sailor out here. But by God, I'm tired of these fucking tards! I'm tired of these fucking tards! I'm tired of them! And I hope everybody that's listening to me realizes that these people are a waste of life. I mean, if you have somebody who's autistic, you know what I'm talking about. If you have a fucking brother or a fucking sister who's autistic, you know what the fuck I'm talking about. You know these people are a bunch of shit. You know these people are a bunch of garbage. You know what? You know that these people are a bunch of crap. These people can play video games. They're expert at fucking Fortnite, right? How many fucking autists are out here experts at Fortnite? Huh? Give me a fucking break, man. I swear to God, we need to make bullying great again on autists. I'm not even kidding around. We need to make bullying great again on autists. Slapping on... You know what? I should make that as a shirt. I should make that as a shirt, like slapping autist. Or something like, some fucking saying like, fuck autism or something. I'm serious. I'm not joking. And you know what? I guarantee you, if the mainstream media found out about this, they think I'm an animal or something. Oh my God. He's talking about autism, and I can't believe it. Oh. These fucking autists know what they're doing. They know how to fucking sexualize a cartoon so that they can lure a 15-year-old into a pedophile situation. Don't give me that shit. Don't give me that crap. Anyway, look, I was going to talk about all these other subject matters. I mean, but I'm going to be honest with you. I don't feel like talking about it. I was going to talk a little bit about, Ramadan. It's Ramadan now. So, how about a ham sandwich? How about that for celebrating Ramadan? How about a ham sandwich? How about a ham sandwich? And for all those that don't know, this is the holiday season for the Muslim or Islam characters of our world. And guess what? This is when the most terrorist acts happen every year, during Ramadan. Okay? We're already seeing a lot of attacks in Indonesia. I talked about it on the last show. We had an Indonesian Muslim father blow himself and his children up in a suicide bombing. Aww. Might as well leave it in the family, right there, Muslim? I mean, give me a freaking break, man. And I'm telling you this right now, folks. I've had enough of this Islam shit, too. I've had enough of it, okay? Now, look, I don't care what anybody worships, but when you're in America, you better oblige the American way of life. You better understand that we're not going to accept your fucking hijab on your head. A hijab and a burqa is a symbol of women subjugation. And any of you stupid fat bull dyke feminists who are out there marching with these bitches with hijabs, I mean, it is such a contradiction, it makes me sick. I mean, don't you dumb feminists understand? Alright? Don't you feminists understand that bitches in hijabs, they know their fucking role, and that's why they're out there, because their husband said, hey, look, if you're going to go out there, you better go out there and you better put the hijab. You better put the hijab, and you better tell those American women that Allah is the only God, Allah, and the Prophet Muhammad, Allah. I mean, do you understand that, right, you fucking fat bull dyke feminist? When you see a hijab or a burqa on a broad, that's because she knows her fucking role. Her husband has put her in the kitchen, and she fucking likes it, alright? So why in the blue hell are you marching with these stupid broads? Fucking fat, greasy, tuna-smelling bull dykes? God damn it! God damn it! Look, I don't give a shit what people worship. I'm just saying, if you're in America, alright, you need to oblige the American way of life, alright? I'm not going to sit here and stop and honor a bunch of Jehudis that are going down 5 times a day and praying, for fuck's sake, alright? I mean, give me a fucking break. If your God doesn't give a shit, if your God is that much of an asshole that if you miss one of your 5 times a day praying that you're going to go to hell, then maybe you should choose a different fucking God, alright? I mean, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm tired of this shit. I'm tired of the primitive acceptance of Islam. I'm tired of it. Alright? This is Western civilization. We created modernity, for Christ's sake, you morons. Why are we obliging some primitive religion that wants to throw us back to the 12th fucking century? Can somebody answer me that? Why are we even entertaining these people? Wake up! I'm not just talking about Americans. I'm talking about you idiots out there in UK. I'm talking about you idiots in the EU. I'm talking about you idiots in Australia. Raise up! Raise up, for Christ's sake! Don't let these Jehudis take control of your culture! Don't let these Jehudis take control of your goddamn country! Don't let these Jehudis rape and pillage your women! Raise up! Raise up, for Christ's sake, you fucking pussies! God damn it! If you're in America, you better oblige the American way of life. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of having to oblige in my own fucking country. Other people's crap. You're in my country, boy. You're in my country. You do what we do. If not, get the fuck out of our country! How hard is that, right, folks? I don't understand. How goddamn hard is that? Jesus Christ, man. I'm tired of these Jehudis, man. I'm tired of Jehudis. I'm tired of Mumbukus. Y'all know who are Mumbukus, right? These Somalians. Don't get me started on Somalians. I mean, I'm tired of all this shit, man. If you're going to come to our country, be American, all right? If not, fuck off. Why can't Americans think like this anymore? I mean, I know we're not as cucked as the European Union. I know we're not as cucked as the UK. I mean, we can't allow this to continue to happen, folks. Fucking common sense and civilized people have to raise up and defend themselves. They have to raise up and defend themselves. That's what I'm doing here to these fucking tards, man. That's what I'm doing here to these fucking tards. I'm telling them, listen, I don't like you. You're a waste of life. You're pathetic. People put up with you. No one truly likes you in this life. You dumb autists do understand this, right? You dumb autists understand that no one truly likes you, that everybody has to put up with you because you're a fucking burden. And the only reason that your parents and your granny and whoever the fuck's putting up with you is because somebody in their bloodline shitted out your mentally defective ass. And now they are obligated to fucking deal with you. They're obligated. They are legally obligated to deal with you. I mean, don't you autists ever get that? Huh? Don't you autists ever get that when you're talked to so condescendingly? Don't you ever, get it in your stupid, mentally retarded head that you are a complete burden on life itself? I mean, not even mentally retarded people, real mentally retarded people, are as stupid as autists. I see mentally retarded people all the time working. They're bagging groceries. They're sweeping the floors. They're doing the menial labor. But you know what? You want to know why they do it? Because they don't want to be retarded. And that's what breaks my heart, man. Retarded people don't want to be retarded, and they do everything they can not to be called retarded. I mean, go up to a retard and talk to them like an autist. Go up to a mentally retarded person and talk to them like an autist. Like, hi, how you doing? Wow, did you do that? Wow. The fucking retard's going to tell you, don't talk to me that way. Don't talk to me that way. Because they don't want to be talked to in a condescending manner. They're not stupid. Alright, they understand who's genuine and who isn't. They don't want to be known as mentally retarded. They want to be as normal as they possibly can. Unlike you, autist, who just accept your stupid, ridiculous level in society. Your pathetic waste of burden that you are on human civilization. It's a shame. It makes me fucking sick. It makes me sick. I feel bad for mentally retarded people. You know that? Because I know they don't want to be mentally retarded. They try their damnedest not to be. But now, you got these autists out here. They love being autists. They love being talked to in that condescending capacity. They love pretending that they're retarded. They love blaming anything that they do, like child molestation or sexualization of cartoons or anything else on, I'm autistic, I'm retarded. I'm autistic, I'm retarded. I'm autistic, I'm retarded. So anyway, man, look, I'm sorry for ranting so much about these people. I don't like them, you know? And I hope they stop listening because I don't want them to listen anymore. I don't like you people, all right? You people are idiots. Jesus Christ. Look, I was going to talk a little bit about the EU because the EU is acting like a bunch of cucks. They're talking about, the United States being an enemy because we ripped up the Iranian nuke deal, which for whatever reason the European Union wants to continue to sustain, which is fucking mind-boggling. The EU is now taking the side of a bunch of Yehudis in Iran than they are Western civilization. And as far as I'm concerned, I hope that something happens between us and the EU, because I think we would fucking kick the shit out of these Euro cucks. You know that? We'd kick the fucking shit out of these people. That's why the EU is so scared, and they want an EU army, they want EU nuclear weapons, they want all this shit because they know that no one wants them around. They are asserting themselves on the world stage when no one asked them to, alright? I'm sick of the fucking EU, and I'm sick of these stupid Euro cucks. I'm sick of them. All right, if you think that we are your enemy, then bring it on, you fucks. Then bring it on, you Euro cuck pieces of trash. Then bring it on. Sick of the freaking EU. You people are communists. You understand that? And I'm going to say it, and I'm going to say it over and over again. What was the last country that called itself a union? The first communist nation state, the Soviet Union. So, you guys get where the EU is coming from, correct? They are fucking communists. This is a communist idea. So, I don't really care what the hell they do. They can go piss off for all I care. If y'all are going to take a bunch of Yehudis from Iran over America, then you're a piece of trash. I mean, how cucked can you people be? I mean, they were already cucked at the parliamentary level at the EU in Brussels, so they just, parlayed that down to their people? I mean, it just makes no sense, man. It makes no sense. But hey, the EU isn't going to do anything. They're just allowing their countries to be taken over by a bunch of wild Yehudis and a bunch of bureaucrats, and they're just allowing it to happen. So yeah, great. All right, great. Anyway, I was going to talk a little bit about the Israel-Palestine situation. And I'm going to be honest with you, man. Listen, and I said this the last show, Palestine has worn out its empathy. I mean, when are the Palestinians at some point going to stop, sacrificing themselves in violence and suicide bombings and rockets and underground tunnels and assassinations? When are they going to stop doing this and really try to win the political science perception of this issue? Because, believe me, as I stated back in the last show, during the late 90s and maybe early 2000s, I may have had a little bit of sympathy towards this particular issue. But I don't anymore, because Palestine does nothing more than utilize women and children to be purposely killed so that they can attempt to use that as means of winning an empathetic audience when it comes to this issue. And they've done that way too much. They've done that way too much, and they have literally cried wolf too many times in this regard. I mean, when are the Palestinians going to say, okay, look, it's our country, and we're occupied. We got to show the world that we're civilized people. We got to show the world that we're being occupied for no fucking reason. And the first way you do that, Palestinians, is cleaning up your goddamn country. Making it clean, utilizing whatever natural resources that you have, limited resources, and using it to better everyone that's living within Palestine. Showing the world that you are actual victims because you're still being occupied even though you're a civil society. But you haven't done that, Palestine. You haven't even attempted to try to do that. And not to mention, lest we forget that back in 1997, Bill Clinton attempted to try to negotiate this peace deal when he brought in the then Prime Minister of Israel, Ehud Barak, and the then leader of Palestine, Yasser Arafat. They all got together at Camp David in 1997, and Ehud Barak was willing to go back to the pre-1967 borders in this negotiated peace deal in 1997. Pre-1967 borders. Pre-1967 borders. And you know what Yasser Arafat said? He said fucking no. He said no, and we're still at this stalemate ever since 1997. And now the Palestinians have less and less land than they did and would have had they agreed to the 1997 Camp David peace agreement to allowing the pre-1967 borders, and the Palestinians did not go for it. And you see, at this point in time, that's why Israel seems to, at least on most people's perceptions, most people believe that they are in their moral high ground to start indiscriminately shooting Palestinians that are trying to raid the border. And for you folks that are unaware, I know they're not showing this on the mainstream, lamestream media, but Israel is literally taking pop shots at thousands of Palestinians that are trying to rush the border of Israel every day. I mean, there's been close to 7,000 to 8,000, I think 7,000 people injured, wounded, almost 100 people dead. Because every day for the past month or two, these Palestinians have been, for whatever reason, wanting to bum rush the border of Israel and putting women and children first so that they're killed first so that they can show the cameras, oh, look at Israel, they hate the women and children and all this shit. That's why they're no longer winning the empathy of the world on this issue. Y'all get this, right? I mean, we've already seen enough dead Palestinian kids within the past 25 years. We've already seen enough dead Palestinian women and shit. This is the same perpetual shit. And it's not as if there was not an attempt to try to solve this Middle Eastern issue. And I think the best time, as I stated, was Bill Clinton, when he brought Yasser Arafat of the Palestinians and Ehud Barak from the Israelis, and Ehud Barak was willing to go back to pre-1967 borders. I mean, they would have never have had it any better. The Palestinians would have never had it any better. Now, they're not going to have shit anymore, man. They'll be lucky if they have any part of the Gaza Strip. They'll be lucky to have any land after this period. So that's why I'm saying political science is about perception. It's about the perception of people. And if you win the perception of people, well, then you win the political science game. And that's what political science is all about. You can't confront somebody who you're saying is morally or ethically wrong when you have nothing to stand on. And that's where the Palestinians are at this point, because they have been nothing but perpetual terrorists. And they've gone to the well too many times by, showing dead Palestinian children and dead Palestinian women. And we've been seeing this for 25, 30 years already, and it doesn't stop because, with all due respect, Palestinians should at some point say, all right, look, let's show the world we're a civil society. Even if you are in poverty, even if you don't have the material wealth and natural resources, show the world that you are truly being occupied and that you're civilized people, and you would have won. You would have won the perception of people. You would have won the political science perception of the world if you were to show people that you are a civilized society, you're a clean society, and you're not taking pop shot at Israel, and Israel is destroying you. But you all haven't done that, not once. Not once. Not one attempt to that whatsoever. And that's why they're losing the political science of perception of most of the world. And that's what I keep telling you folks that politics is about. It's about the perception and controlling the perception of everybody who's in a geopolitical area. So anyway, folks, listen, I know this has been kind of a rambunctious show on this hump day edition of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. And I'm sorry I was so vulgar. I'm sorry I was talking too much about autists and about Asperger's and all that shit. I'm sorry, folks, but it just had to be said. It had to be goddamn said. I'm not joking around. And look, I mean, you idiot autists, you're truly idiots if you're going to continue to listen to me. I'm telling you, I hate you people, and I don't want you to listen to me, but you keep listening to me, and you keep thinking that at some point, and this is what's wrong with you stupid idiots. You think at some point, I'm going to accept your stupid cartoon sexualized fetish horse shit. I'm not. I'm not ever going to do it, all right? You want to know why? Because I'm about banging real-life women, okay? All right? Real-life women, not cartoons. You know that these people that are in this, that left the chat room, let's put it that way, they left the chat room. No one got kicked out. They left because they couldn't stand the truth of them being a bunch of sick assholes being brought to light in front of a group of people in the True Capitalist Radio chat room. All those autists, all those tune fetish idiots, they all left because they can't accept being laughed at and ridiculed for what they really are, and they are a waste of pedophile trash. They can't accept it. They left. That's why they left. And I want to be honest with you, I've seen some sick, twisted, animated cartoon trash. I mean, some really sick nonsense. Really sick stuff. Like a pony getting gangbanged by black schlongs. I'm just saying. And you see, these assholes in the brony and anime and lolly community are just expecting me just to accept this as a regular, everyday thing. It's not. It shows that you should be on a fucking list and be prevented from taking care of children, prevented from buying a gun, prevented from taking part in regular society, as far as I'm concerned, for Christ's sake. I'm not joking. I'm not joking. So anyway, we got about 10 minutes left in the broadcast. I'm going to get a freaking more beer! More beer out here. And listen, if you're a freaking parent to an autist and they're acting like a 25-year-old man-child who does nothing but play video games, get fat, and buy toys, it's your fucking fault too, man. It's your goddamn fault too, you stupid, dumb, idiot parents. It's your fault. You didn't freaking beat this kid whenever he started going down into a meltdown. You should have taken the fucking belt out and whipped his ass. But you didn't. You're like, Billy, please stop. Don't do it, Billy. Please don't do it. Stop it, Billy. Stop. No. Don't melt down, Billy. I mean, give me a freaking break. You should be freaking taking the belt to the stupid tard. And I guarantee you, if you take the belt to the stupid tard, by the time he's 10 years old, he's going to stop acting like an autist tard. And so what? If your child is a little slow, okay, he's a little slow. Great. Doesn't mean he's autistic. This little stupid pseudoscience definition that's been created by the psychology industry. I mean, give me a freaking break. It's your fault, parents. I'm not joking. You should have whooped these freaking autists' ass. I mean, you should have whooped their ass. But no, you wanted to be...
I just want to, I just want to take care of my child. I just want to take care of my child. And, I just don't want to hit him. I don't want to hurt him.
Shut up. You're hurting the rest of the world by raising a fucking autist basket case. Don't y'all understand that? Do you all understand that? Do you parents of autists understand that? By not hurting your little delicate tard, you're hurting the rest of the world by unleashing this sick, demented, freak show, man-child, pedophile on us. You understand that, parents? So excuse the hell out of me if I don't give a shit about anybody who claims to have autism or claims to have Asperger's, all right? Excuse the hell out of me that I don't give two rats' asses about it, all right? Because I don't. I don't. I told you guys that these freaking autists were going to start killing people, and look at what they're doing. So anyway, look, I'm sorry you guys for going so extensive on going off on these autists and whatnot, man, but I mean, it's got to be said, man. At this point, if you're still an autistic basket case and you're taking offense to this and you're still listening to me, well, then you're a glutton for punishment, okay? And you can't blame anybody. You can't complain to nobody. No one's going to care. You're just a stupid autistic loser, and that's what you're going to have to accept. You're just going to have to accept that you're an autistic waste of space. You're a waste of life. All right? You're a burden to your family and a burden to society. I mean, you can't even be trusted to take care of a dog because you probably want to fuck it or suck it. I'm not kidding, you sick, twisted pricks. That's how sick you are. So anyway, let me go ahead and take a chug of this beer. I'm not kidding, folks. This is how these people act. You know? I'm telling you, I'm sick. I'm sick of it, man. Anyway, look, tomorrow I should be able to go and have enough time to exchange this mixer. And once we exchange this mixer, I'm going to be able to patch in some of the people or anybody I want into the live broadcast from the chat room. Okay, so we're going to, start talking to people in the chat room. If some people in the chat room are having a problem, I'll bring them onto the show and say, what the fuck's your problem? I mean, things of that capacity, okay? I mean, this is what we're going to do here, and hopefully we'll have that set up by Friday. All right, hopefully we have that set up by Friday, man. If not, at the very fucking latest Monday, and then after that, it's going to be a whole different show. It's going to be a whole different show because, I mean, we're going to be able to patch people into the show. I mean, people are going to be able to defend themselves. You know, a lot of these autists that, you know, think that I'm a bad guy, or these cartoon fetished idiots, they could be more than happy to come up on the chat room and try to defend themselves. But you know what? They're not going to do it. All right? They're not going to defend themselves. Every time we've caught these people and we've told them to defend themselves, they can't do it. Every time we've asked these people, why do you like Brony? What the fuck is this? What? This is a cartoon for little girls. Why do you like this?
I like it because I like the story of friendship, and I like the characters. I like the artwork.
It's the same bullshit hyperbole.
I like the friendship. I like that. I like the animation. I like it a lot. I like it.
Shut up! I'm telling you guys, I don't want you to be a part of the show anymore, alright? Alright, autists? Alright? And look, if you happen to be diagnosed with autism, but don't want to be an autist, well then just let it go and just don't be called an autist anymore. Why don't you tell your fucking mother and your stupid idiot father, if you still got one, doubt you do, why don't you tell them that, hey, I'm not an autist anymore. That's bullshit, okay? I'm not an autist anymore. Fuck that shit. You people put that label on me, and you know what? I'm perfectly fine. I can fucking work a computer. You know, I know how to work the internet. I know how to work these things. I'm not dumb. I'm not retarded. But y'all aren't going to do that. And y'all aren't going to do that until we civilized people finally put you all on a list. And it's going to happen sooner or later. Like I said, it almost happened after the Parkland shooting. That's going to prevent you autists that have ever taken psychotropic drugs or diagnosed with autism or diagnosed with depression or bipolar or attention deficit disorder or anxiety or any of that shit. You're going to be prevented from getting a gun, man. You know? And you guys brought this on yourselves because you're so goddamn retarded and you think it's funny. It's going to be goddamn funny when we restrict your fucking rights because you're goddamn too stupid to fucking... You're too stupid to understand them. Anyway, look, I'm done with tards. I'm done with autists. I'm done with Asperger's. I hope all you guys don't come back. All you Asperger's and autists, I hope you all don't come back on a Baller Friday, okay? Because no one wants you here. You're not wanted. All right? You cartoon fetish idiots, you're not wanted here. You're pieces of trash. All right? I'm serious. I mean, you're not wanted here. Go somewhere else. Go watch Ice Poseidon. That idiot he's entertainment for tards. All right, go watch that asshole. You know, go watch Asian Andy. You know, that asshole is also entertainment for tards. Go patronize these people that make money off of your autism bucks and provide the lulls that are so immature for you necessary to continue to sustain your pathetically anal life. Okay? Don't come back here anymore. There's no more radio graffiti. There's nothing. Nobody likes you all out here. Not only do I not like you people, but the fans. I mean, you guys that were in the True Capitalist Radio chat room, that was the fans of the show that don't like you people. They don't like you autists. They don't like you cartoon fetished idiots. They don't like you people. You understand? And you're going to find that over and over and over again in life until you start realizing that, you know what, there's something wrong with me. I got a few screws loose. I better figure out what's going on. And if not, well, you know, whatever happens to you in the future happens to you in the future. Hopefully it's something bad and violent, you know, that happens to you because you probably deserve it. Anyway, I'm getting the hell out of here. I'm going to be here on Baller Friday, all right, this Friday, and hopefully we have the mixer available. We can patch in people from the True Capitalist Radio chat room, etc. And oh yeah, by the way, before I go, I do want to let everybody know that there's like 1 or 2 more slots available for the Inner Circle, okay? And if you ever wanted to join the Inner Circle, man, now is the time to do it. We don't want tards. We don't want autists. We don't want cartoon fetish pricks. We don't want that shit, all right? So don't join if that's what you are, you idiots, okay? All right, but 2 more, if we can get 2 more in there, I'm taking this down, and no more inner circle slots, and we're not trolling now. We making money move. So let me go ahead. Look at my Gab. Check out my Gab. That's the video. Click on the video link and listen to the video. And, the next, 2 people to do it, we're out of here. It's done. It's over. No more inner circle slots after that. And, by the way, I am going to be prank calling these assholes. That called up the phone line and thought they were so cute by putting in fake credit card numbers and whatnot, okay? So if you want to be a part of that, I'm probably going to be in the chat room at around 10:15 or so, 10:30, okay? So if you want to be a part of that, go to my Gab right now, Politics Ghost, all one word, no underscores, Politics Ghost, and hit the subscribe button for premium content, baby. Hit the subscribe button for premium content. And once you do, private message me on Gab with your Discord chat name. Private message me on Gab with your Discord chat name, and I will give you a private invitation prior to us prank calling these morons to the True Capitalist Radio chat room. Okay? So that's what I'm saying, folks. If you want to be a part of the inner circle, it's the time. There's the post, and if you want to be a part of the chat room, just hit the subscribe button for premium content, and I'll hook you up, man. I will hook you up. Anyway, I will be here for Baller Friday. Hopefully my voice will be a little better. Hopefully I'll be in better spirits, less tards, more capitalists. And once again, folks, if you could please spread this link around like wildfire and let everybody know that True Capitalist Radio is live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, right here on the official website of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. And we independent now! I love it. I love we're independent. Ghost.report is the website for the True Capitalist Radio, show. All right? Ghost.report. Anyway, folks, I will be here Friday. I hope that you folks will be here. I hope that you tell your mom, your dad, your aunts, your uncles, your granny, your friends, everybody. Tell everybody you know, because I will be here, and hopefully, if we don't have, I'm going to be honest with you, I'm going to do something good on Friday. If we don't have the mixture for whatever reason, I'm going to do something cool on Friday. I may do something that, may be a little bit tomfoolery. It may be a little bit fun, because it's Baller Friday. The third hour of Baller Friday. Maybe we'll do something funny, do something lolsy. I got a surprise for you guys, all right? So make sure to tune in. Let everybody know who loves the True Capitalist Radio to tune in this Friday, 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. I'm out of here, folks. Long live the capitalist army, and death to feminism, death to socialism, and death to communism. I'm out of here, boy. You better be here for Baller Friday. You better be here, boy. I'm out of here.